The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night on Beyond Wednesdays. We've got Vinny, we've got Yee, BigLegg will probably be jumping in, and I know everybody's saying, what is going on? Why is the show late? My internet has been down. I was told the internet would not go back up until 7 p.m. my time, which it's 2 minutes before, so they were early. So thank the gods that we got on before 9 p.m. Eastern, but you know, it is what
all
it is.
Ones and zeros, baby.
Yeah,
Ones and zeros. I
yeah.
deal with this all day, every day.
Yeah, ones and zeros. Not where Vinny is. Vinny's like, ones and zeros. Damn, dude, it's 10 o'clock here. What are you doing, man? 1 and 0. Yeah, a 1 and a 0. PM Eastern.
Well, Vinny and I decided backstage right before we started that bands that go on at 2 a.m. is like way too late.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah. Here's BigLegg.
Yeah.
Speaking of BigLegg, here he is. What's going on, brother? He's getting his mic set up as we work, so we'll let him continue
nice.
that. Yeah, there we go.
I just heard him.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I literally missed the link. I was like, well, I better open the YouTube. I've been sitting here for a half hour.
Can you hear us?
I was like, wait, why are my friends already talking?
Can you hear us okay, Sean?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, check your mic setting. It might be just a different, you might have a different input for your mic. Yeah. But we got something very interesting to start off the show that usually is like our main go-to. But Vinny just kind of said, hey, man, I got a VGA box back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we get to start the show off with some graded video games, which is always fun, especially when Vinny's doing it. So, tell us about this. When did you send this in, Vinny?
Probably, it's been a little while. Probably like October-ish.
Yeah. Much better, Sean.
Yeah. I was kind of giving them a little shit because I was like, I handed in another batch of PC games when I picked up, because VGA is located in basically outskirts of Atlanta. So I was like, I didn't do the priority this time. I was like, I don't care. And they were like, oh, we're a lot faster now. I was like, oh yeah, the last one's only taken like, I don't know, like 7 months or whatever. But
yeah, forever.
Yeah. And I was like, the one before that took a year. So I was like, I don't care. I'm just going to do like the standard one this time. So, but yeah, I got some pretty cool stuff back. I've talked on this show, of course, a lot about Japanese games. And also, I think I've talked some about PC games as well. So just kind of wanted to show some of the stuff that I got. It's all kind of like, it's massive. So it's like sitting next to me. So I have to like pick things up to show you some of it. But one of the ones that I'm super happy about is this Grand Theft Auto, which is the UK. This was the version that was released in the UK and also I think in Spain as well.
Oh, wow, that's sick.
There are so many versions of Grand Theft Auto, and the version that came out in the United States is like the 6th or 7th print. So this is like maybe a third print, because there were a lot of different companies involved here. So if you notice, like here, you have the Take-Two and the BMG logos over here. So these are the companies that were the predecessors for this game before it went to Rockstar. But it was the same team. It was the same team, though.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. Yeah. That's OG.
But
what did it grade at again?
It's an 80 near mint. I'm still trying to like understand all of the things, but like what it crosses over to exactly. But I'm just happy to have like an actual copy of this slabbed. So
Shout out to Lord Tatman's Comics, $5 super chat. He says, "Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on, brother? Good to see you." Yeah, dude, that looks
I
good
got
in
a
that
couple-
case though too. It looks nice in that, you know.
Yeah, I like the VGA cases. They're pretty cool. Warcraft, Orcs and Humans. This is if anybody's interested in like the original Warcraft game that started it off, this is the game right here.
Wow, dude, that is awesome.
I remember that box.
Yeah,
Fuck
I think this
yeah.
is one of the earlier prints too, or maybe the earliest print because it has like their game review on it. And it's got like the head-to-head on the bottom. There's a few different boxes here, but I do know this is one of the earlier ones, if not the earliest.
Bro, that's awesome. What is that? What is one of those, if you don't mind me asking, like about on the open market, ungraded, what does one of those put you back nowadays?
I think probably, it's hard to say now. I think at the time it was like 700 maybe. And it might still be around the same price, but the problem is actually finding sealed copies of games like this. That's the thing. So you kind of have to keep a search open. You'll be able to find copies of Warcraft, Orcs and Humans, but not necessarily the earliest prints of it. So
you gotta find that. You gotta find that 3-pack where it's like Warcraft, Starcraft, and Diablo all in one packaging.
Yeah, the combos.
Yeah.
This is, I'm sure many of you kind of know this. This is like where it went next is World of Warcraft.
Brian's just like, you're holding up.
Dude, I'm so jealous, bro. I'm so jealous of this shit, dude.
Something. If people are looking for this, there's copies out there on eBay that'll say like 5 million sold, 10 million sold, 12 million sold. I mean, it just goes 7 million sold. It's just a bunch of different variations. My understanding is that the one with no sticker actually is the earliest print of it. You know, once you start going there, it's almost like greatest hits type of thing. But obviously, if you can't find one without the sticker, the lowest number is the best. Yeah,
bro.
So
I had so much fun playing World of Warcraft. It was the most fun I've ever had playing video games. I look back on it with fondness. The whole ability to that's the social aspect of the game, and then when you take that social aspect and you add it with knocking down objectives as a team, like, dude, it is so much fun when you get to that stage and you're all, you know, taking on a boss fight like it's your 20th time or your 30th time and you haven't downed this boss yet. And bro, that was a fun time in video games. It was a fun time in just life in general, man, in the early 2000s for that game, man. Good
nice,
shit.
man. So the Japanese games, and I think I've been telling you guys, when I've been buying Famicom games and also Super Famicom games, they were not sealed in Japan. So you have to determine if it's actually been opened or not. So you kind of have to look along the seal, the edge, see if there's white flakes, which can be tough when you're looking at a game like a white box. And I'm still bad with it, even on... I had a Ninja Gaiden that I actually submitted along with this stuff, and they said it was color touched, which is why I didn't identify that it was opened, which sucks.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this I got a Chrono Trigger, but this one was actually like sealed, thankfully, because these white edges are impossible to tell, you know, if it's been opened or not. But
man, that looks cool.
Kind of went with my gut and was hoping that would work. There was, if anybody is looking, this is kind of like the OG one, came out before the US version of Chrono Trigger, which is an amazing game. There was a V-Jump magazine version that's ultra rare of this as well. If you can find it, that's a really cool one to have too. Super, super rare.
That's awesome, dude. What up, Hood?
What's up, guys?
How you doing,
This one, unfortunately, was qualified, but I'm not mad at VGA's version of, you know, when they say something is qualified, it just means it was opened. That the flap, I thought it was unopened, but it was not. They opened it up. They looked at the contents. They determined the contents were new, so they graded it qualified. So that's like the next best thing. Unfortunately, a company like WADA will take they don't even do Japanese games like these games yet, or these game systems yet, but they will just grade it CIB, complete in box. So they're not even looking to see if it was used or unused. They're just looking at the contents. What I have noticed is that CGC, as they're moving into games like this, they are actually checking the contents and seeing if they've been used or not. So I like how they're going in the direction of VGA. Now, significance of this game, which I think I brought up before, this is actually, in my opinion, one of the first ever appearances of Mario. This is the Donkey Kong Game & Watch. I think this is the kind of like the closest you can get without actually buying Donkey Kong, like the entire Donkey Kong arcade machine. This came out, 1982. So.
Vinny, there's a thing on the market report tonight that is kind of like that. It is it's a Pokemon. I want to say it's a Pokemon Tiger Pokemon Pokédex. They called it. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Check this out. Let me show you this. Here we go. Without giving too much away for tonight. This is I saw this sell on. It's from 1998. It sold for $250. Brand new unopened Tiger Pokemon Pokédex. 1998. That's got to be one of the earliest Pokemon things, right?
Yeah, it's very early. Yeah, 1996 was I think when the Pokemon Red game came out, but I think in the United States, 1998, I believe it was.
That makes sense. Like I was thinking 99. That I was way off. So
it's the library of all the Pokemon.
Yeah, it's badass,
nice.
Dude. Yeah.
This next thing, this is the Metal Gear Solid Premium package.
Jesus Christ, dude! Are you serious?
Yeah. So this is the other option that you had on day of release in Japan for Metal Gear Solid. It was this premium package. It came with the CD. It came with a T-shirt. It came with the game. I think a soundtrack, dog tags, all types of stuff. So this was
pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, very on brand. But then there's something even cooler.
He pulls out a whole Nintendo.
I was expecting a whole PlayStation.
Yeah.
Something even cooler is the gold shareholder edition.
Wow.
So, but unfortunately, these are qualified. So these two that I'm showing you, I thought they were new, but they are new. But they're the contents. What they do a lot of times in Japan is they'll open it to show you before they sell it to you in the stores. So even though it hasn't been used, a lot of times it's been open to show people like what it looks like. So, yeah. But this is the shareholder version that was given to Konami shareholders.
Wow!
Oh, wow!
Hey, I think I'm on the wrong podcast, dude. This is I'm a little underqualified to be on this podcast, bro. This is a bad motherfucker collector podcast, dude.
Video
that's
games
unbelievable,
look great,
Vinny.
right?
That's incredible, man.
Thanks, man. If anybody is looking for this, they are somewhat available, like on eBay and stuff like that. But you want to make sure that you get. There's a shareholder certificate. VGA couldn't encapsulate the certificate, so I have that separately. So
that's good.
If you
because
really want
CGC won't send those things back. I don't think things like that. So
yeah, I didn't even send it in. Like I bought it when I dropped it off, and they were like, "We can't do anything with it." So I was like, "I'm not going to give it to you."
Bro, the acrylic display for the console and the games is just incredible.
Yeah.
All right, it really is. I got two more guys, and Yee's gonna laugh.
Two more?
I'm gonna laugh. Sweet.
You're gonna laugh.
Wow.
Why are you gonna laugh? Because you just talked about it. Boom.
Oh nice.
God.
How did I know?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Vinny showed me all this before the podcast, so that's why I knew ahead. No, I'm just joking.
This is the Japanese version of the PlayStation DualShock. Opened, unfortunately, but new. All the contents are new.
Wow.
All right, one more.
What was the grade on it? If you
DualShock?
85.
85.
So like
wow.
It's a very solid grade. A very solid grade.
That is amazing, dude.
What does something like that go for?
It's hard to say, man, because
you
really the collectors have been really into like the US versions of everything. But I've kind of gone for the stuff that preceded a lot of that. So it's been really all over the place. And buying these, you have to just hope that it's unused. Like if it's been open, you have to hope that the contents are actually unused. So it's like a little bit of a guessing game. But something like this might surprise people at like a Comic Connect auction or a Heritage auction.
Sony PlayStation DualShock factory sealed, $2,400. It's sold for $2,400 with $220 tax, estimated tax.
Ungraded.
Ungraded. $2,400.
Incredible.
Yeah, and I've seen stuff like this pop up on Heritage, and it'll surprise you. It'll be like $5-6 grand out of nowhere.
Wow.
I got one more, and this was like a lot to pick up this whole thing this week. But here's my last one.
Oh my god, bro!
Oh my god!
Is that the purple version?
Well, this is the Japanese version, yeah. But I don't know if there's like different colors or what. But
wow, dude.
Okay, guys, I'm out. I'll see y'all later.
So this was also unfortunately qualified, but yeah, this is the OG 1996.
Oh, bro.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
so
show that again. Show that. Just leave that there, bro.
It's so good.
For me to leave it there, it's like actually like a workout.
It's fucking tears, bro.
Bro, that's amazing. Congrats on that one, man.
Thanks.
Oh man, I can't wait to see the shelf behind his head. Of all the graded.
I know. I'm working on that right now. I was just telling Bryan, I'm working on this basement, trying to get stuff in order. So I actually have like a collector room that is hidden. So eventually I'm gonna get it all ready.
Do you have like a honey hole that you go to with people that you've bought from before? Because I got to imagine there's a lot of like knockoffs and I mean that's kind of when you're buying vintage stuff, especially like foreign stuff. I mean you could get taken
it's kind
advantage
of a guessing game, man. Sometimes I just take a chance. You know what I mean?
Have you ever gotten burned?
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I just got burned on this this submission. So like Ninja Gaiden, apparently the edges were color touched, so it had been opened and it's used.
Oh, I didn't see before that was before I jumped on.
Yeah, I didn't show it, but it's been color touched. I sent 2 original Famicom systems that were supposedly new. I got burned on both of those. Both of those are not, but it wasn't like a big, investment, and it's kind of cool to have, or I can probably just sell them, but at some point in time. But they are complete. But that's kind of the challenge to Japanese video games is actually finding stuff that's sealed or in brand new condition. So that's like the tough part because, US games, you can at least look at the seals, whether people fake seals or do different things or not, but you can at least look at something. In Japan, it's like you have to be very careful about everything.
Because they don't saran wrap stuff.
They don't saran wrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the Ninja Gaiden, is it still like? I mean, I'm not asking you to show it, but did you still get it encased and graded?
Yeah. So the cool thing about it's not graded because VGA does not. Kind of interesting thing about VGA is they don't grade used games.
Oh, okay.
So if it's been opened but it's unused, they'll grade it. But WADA and CGC they grade what's called CIB or complete in box games. VGA doesn't touch them, so it's only new games that they're grading.
Okay.
That's it. Like unused games. So I still have it, but they looked at it, they determined it was used, unfortunately, and they give me graders notes on it and why they've determined that. So it's
so
kind of sucks.
Are you considering grading it to CGC or?
Yeah,
WADA?
I mean, when CGC is not currently doing Famicom games, but when they get there, I'll probably do like a CIB version of it because it looks beautiful. The only problem is now I know it has color touch, so I'll probably have to get that removed.
Yeah, and I'm sure you could. There's people that can do that. Like,
yeah. Tony Fix is asking, can I grade and encase an entire arcade game cabinet? No. Funny question. However, I did buy a Donkey Kong motherboard. Arcade motherboard.
Graded?
It's not graded. It's not graded. But I bought it because I've been thinking about what is the first appearance of Mario, Jumpman. And that would technically be it in my mind. So I did get one of those. But that Game & Watch that I showed you guys, I think that's the next best thing in my opinion. So.
Dang, you're going down the rabbit hole. Pretty soon we're gonna see like Donkey Kong like prelim sketches and stuff like that you found. From some
you know what? People beat me to all that stuff, unfortunately.
Is there a market for like video game like Nintendo graphics on a video game rack where you put your games, the centers, the display centers?
Yeah.
There is?
Yeah. What you mean, like the actual things that were used in the stores and stuff like that, or what do you mean? Exactly? Yeah, there's a whole community of people that actually collect the displays. The kiosks that you see like inside a GameStop or a Target. There's a whole market for people, and those things go for stupid money. So if you guys ever have an opportunity to get like,
oh really,
kiosks.
Well, I gotta hit you up. I gotta hit you up because there's the place, and I wanted to see if it was worth it. I'll take pics and send them to you.
Yeah, it might be, dude. It might be like those things go for stupid money. Even like old signage, like a lot of that stuff, like the glow up, like the signs that light up that might say Nintendo or Sega, like all that stuff goes for crazy money.
So I used to work at ThinkGeek. They had a Deadpool like window display, like where like the background thing had like Deadpool on it, and then all the cutouts were like something that were floating in the sky. Well, they change it out every few weeks or whatever to display something new or whatever they're trying to sell. So they're like, my boss was really cool with me. He was like, "Oh, do you want it?" I was like, yeah. And he's like, "Okay, take it." Because like, so basically, like all the people that like originally opened the store and stuff like that, they would like let us take this like some of the window display stuff.
That's cool. Awesome, dude. Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool stuff. Actually, there's one more thing I was going to show y'all that I did get. Give me 1 second. I'm all right.
So some of the things that we're going to talk about tonight, you guys, while Vinny is getting his stuff, there's some crazy card stuff going on right now. Sean found some absolutely unbelievable stories that we're going to hit about, some card stuff. So all you card guys, of course, we're going to go over a quick look at New Comic Book Day, but I have a pretty big market report that we're going to try to get into earlier tonight, just so we don't have to stay on too long tonight. But here we go. Vinny's back. What do you got?
So just as Yi was talking about that, they have these like old promotional mini kind of like leaflets that they used to put out for games in Japan. So this is actually, if you guys remember, Bionic Commando.
Commando, fucking A, dude. One of my all-time favorite games. Tough game to beat. Yeah. It was against Hitler, yeah.
Yep. And they got,
it was like different. The video game for Nintendo was different than the video game arcade. You remember that? The arcade was fun, but not as fun as the video game on Nintendo.
I love the video game. That was sick.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. I played the hell out of that game, man. It was so fun. One of the best video games ever for Nintendo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go play it tonight on my old school classic Nintendo.
Nice.
Hey, can I show you guys something? I think I picked up something and I've never seen it before. Right.
All right.
So I'm at my buddy's shop and some old man like sold him some comics or whatever. So I started thumbing through them and bro, have you ever seen this?
Thanos Quest unopened. Is it both books?
Both books, bro.
Wow, I heard about that they sold them together, but I've never seen an unopened pack.
What print is it?
This is the origin of the Infinity Gauntlet, right?
I think you only might be able to tell from the price.
From the...
I don't know offhand, but...
it was a 2-pack that sold for $8.96 at Walmart.
Is there a price on book one?
No. Maybe I would have to open it.
That's
Don't
freaking
open
cool,
it.
dude. Yeah, don't open it,
No, I'm serious. I'm trying to look it up.
dude. That's
Yeah, I
amazing.
tried looking it up. I couldn't find it. Like, maybe it's not, but I'd never seen it before. And I collect like multi-pack Marvel multi-mags and
Hey, let me know if there's anybody in the chat that's causing issues, moderators. If you had to silence
So-
anybody.
I'm gonna press this.
That's
In
that's
back.
funny, dude.
Nice.
But I'm just gonna get a comic rack and where you can put through the holes a spinner rack, and I'm just gonna put all my mags on there, man.
That's
But,
cool.
Yeah, I had never seen this.
So there's no cover price.
There is on the thing. It says $990
Yeah, but
For the set. That's cool.
$990. That's
Dang.
odd. That's an odd price, right?
I wonder where they sold that.
Walmart.
It was
Really?
at Walmart. Oh,
1990, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe you'd have to.
And
look
you could tell
inside.
by the Walmart tags. That's kind of like what they had with the Star Wars figures and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Drama alert in the chat.
No.
What's happening?
I think somebody probably had to delete a message, and Mike's trying to figure out what it was. Mike's always on the prowl. Funhouse Comics. He's a good dude. He hit me up today, and he said he's been getting into the One Piece, buying One Piece because I guess the One Piece cards are super hot. And he was telling me how he bought a $30 blaster out of One Piece, and then he pulled like $150 card out of 2 blasters. So I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I don't mess with any of the trading card game stuff.
Yeah, neither do I. Simply for the fact that most of these new games haven't proven themselves. Like what Pokemon's done, what Magic's done, what I guess even Yu-Gi-Oh, right? That they've survived throughout the years. I think like once a game passes like that 5-year mark and people are still like hyped on it, then you really actually have something there.
Brad said Lorcana burned people, but I feel like Lorcana is still getting a little bit of love on the secondary market, right? I heard somebody talking about it the other day that some of those
those original D23 cards.
Not the original D23, but the first edition stuff is starting to get a little bit of love now because people can't get it. So,
it's finally starting to disappear off. I mean, that took a while, but
yeah. Well, real quick before we get into the news about I got some Green Lantern news and some other new comic book day stuff. We had the video game grading, and we can't end the video game grading without video movie. Is it video? What does VHS stand for? Video home
system.
What does VHS stand for? Video home.
I have no idea.
Yeah, right. I never thought about that. So we have our resident first time video game grader on the show because he scored a super cool piece of something that his mom was supposed to give him as a kid and forgot to give him, huh?
Yeah, well, maybe, or she did, and we didn't put it on or something. But it was good old Michael Jackson Moonwalker. Found it in the garage, did all my research, and was like, "This is legit." And dude, I know it's been out there also. She didn't just go buy it, so she hasn't bought any VHS in a while. So I sent to CGC. I paid to do the cleaning thing and stuff, so it came back 9.2. They didn't even mark it as having shipped, and I just opened it and I was like, "What the hell is in this box?" And it was a VHS but I was like, I recognize the address as CGC in Sarasota. So anyway, pretty cool. 9.2. So I did get this surprise.
Dude.
Isn't
so
that
I got
badass?
the H overlap, which I don't know what that means. A grade of A+, 9.2. Fading on case, it says. So I guess that's their grader notes. case, bottom loading slipcase, media barcode sticker, details black card. I paid, it was like $60 or something. I paid for whatever it was, and then return shipping, and then also it was $10 to clean it. And
Dude,
I don't
that
know
looks
anything
so
about
good.
cleaning, so I just did it. Or I just paid for him to do it, just because it was my first experiment. So I want him to do it, get the best grade. I didn't know what that would entail. I don't think it really looks any different than if I wiped it down. But since it was one book and it was $10, it's like what's the big deal? So it creates
Dude,
an
that's
overlap
awesome,
as
bro.
plastic seal. Okay, cool. I have no idea.
seal.
They
This is
probably have
cool.
a chemical that they wipe on the polypropylene plastic
Yeah.
to maximize the luster of that package.
It's called
They
Kurt's
also-
Car Care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
it's
also
called
remove
Kurt's
the
Car
sticker,
Care.
too.
Yeah. So the scan on the back doesn't work, still doesn't go anywhere. I thought maybe it was too new, but anyway, I'm glad. So just a cool little display piece for now for the house. Didn't tell my mom I graded it yet, but here we are. Because
Yeah, they'll remove the sticker too if you get it cleaned. If you have a sticker and you want it removed, that's part of it.
oh, okay, like a ship price tag or something like that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Lord
Some people-
Tatman
Yeah,
may
this
have
didn't,
just
this
found.
didn't have it. It would depend if it was inconspicuous, or let's say if it was meant something to me. Yeah, I might leave it on, but
Dude, Lord
here I did
Tatman
not.
may have
So
just
9
found
to-
the honey hole for VHS games or VHS movies, unsealed VHSs. He says, I work for a large rehab, and we have a thrift store to get clients used to working. They would throw out hundreds of sealed videotapes that came in as donations.
Wow.
Oh, so he could take the truckload and
Right?
he could cherry pick like whatever's good. Or I mean, honestly, anything that's sealed nowadays is
He
probably
says
good, right?
boxes of them in a compactor. Oh my God, man.
That's just
Wow.
like crushing away money.
Yeah. Fucking A,
Depending
it
on
is
what the
now.
movie is, I guess, right?
Especially when they look that good graded.
Hold on.
That is a perfect thing to have graded in a CD.
It's really cool. It's freaking solid. And a VHS tape weighs probably a half ounce or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing. Not that I know what anything like that would feel like. I sell comics, so it was it's really cool case. Looks really good. Especially for me, since obviously I like to get books graded and get them back and enjoy them. So
That's cool.
Hold on, I got one more, but this is a nominee for the blows for
Blow
Friday
book of the
night.
week. Yeah.
This is a nominee, right? This is the Michael Jackson.
Are those little kids that are holding them down?
Hell yeah, bro,
Gulliver Travels, man.
Yeah.
bro.
At Marilyn
Look at-
Monroe for some reason. On your finger.
They got them
So,
tied down.
but look at this one.
Oh,
This is
bro.
Paula. This is a Paula Abdul.
Oh, that's
Oh,
terrible.
that's straight up now terrible.
Oh, that's bad, dude. Oh my God, that's bad.
Oh boy,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
That was pre-Laker Girl days, even I think.
Hey, okay, hold on. Last one.
Dude, the whole one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Oh my God, bro, that's
yeah, bro.
awesome,
Bring it, dog.
That's
Wow.
actually sick as hell.
dude.
Hey.
That would be so.
Hey.
Oh, you got two.
Hey,
of
bro,
them.
what's up, dog? Get some,
Dude,
dog.
that's awesome, bro. You got to get
Bro.
those signed by Robert Van Winkle.
Hey, bro, what's up? Hey,
Right.
and on the back,
Oh, it's got MC
Oh, it's
Hammer,
the
dude.
MC Hammer, dog.
Whoa.
Oh, please don't hurt him.
Hey, high grade.
All right, let's get into anytime you got to bounce, Vinny, just throw up the deuces. I know you said you had to bail out a little earlier today. This was news that came out this week, I guess. Did you guys see this? James Gunn addresses DC's scrapped Green Lantern series. It is donezo. Yeah, man.
Oh,
It's
man, what a
donezo.
shame. What a shame,
Yeah,
dude.
big time, dude. This is a big time problem. He says he has reaffirmed that the version of the series that was set to star Finn Whitrock and Jeremy Irvine is no longer happening. That was the stuff that was supposed to be at HBO Max that they had previously announced. That, remember, we were all like, is this canceled too? And they told us, no, this is still going through. And they said, they made it sound like they were going to do the Green Lantern stuff no matter what. And I think that's what most of us are excited for more than ever. We still haven't gotten a really good Green Lantern. I mean, let's be honest, the Green Lantern stuff that Ryan Reynolds did, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't Deadpool, but it wasn't that bad, right? It could have been better. It wasn't terrible. But we haven't gotten anything since that, man. And that's crazy to me. And it's such a great idea. So it says here, however, as reminded a fan on Threads, this is totally separate. Says, though not many details were shared about the plot, it had been reported that DC's Lantern series would be following multiple versions of Green Lantern. Whitrock would have been playing Guy Gardner, while Irvine would have been co-starring as Alan Scott. Following James Gunn and Peter Safran taking charge at DC Studios, it was revealed that there are plans to make a Green Lantern series for DCU, the DC Universe. That when they say DCU now, that's the DCEU for everybody out there wondering. However, as reminded a fan on Threads, this is a totally separate project, and though the planned show with Whitrock was scrapped, Gunn is wishing the actor well. Quote, I didn't think it was in the DCEU, but it was before my time, Gunn said of the scrapped Lanterns project, responding to a fan that said Whitrock was done dirty. He said, quote, what that said, I think Finn's a talented guy and he'll be okay. Writers, directors, actors have projects fall through every day. We've all had it happen many times. That's not being done dirty. It's just part of the job. He shared more than a subtle tease about the DCU's own Green Lantern project. So here's the good thing. Even though the Green Lantern Max thing is no more, he did say that he could provide an update about 3 dancing man emojis without adding any further context. This could mean that the show will take the approach of following 3 Green Lanterns, and we'll see if that plays out. So the one that was going on with Whitrock and Irvine is Dunzo, but I don't know if maybe Irvine isn't out and just Whitrock is. But the HBO Max series where it was supposed to be those two is not happening. But don't worry, you guys. The one that was supposed to be about the true detective of Green Lanterns is going to happen. He says this is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Gunn. He previously said about the series, we have a few other Lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over a precinct in Earth, and they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our largest story in the DCU. So Nathan Fallon will be playing Guy Gardner, and this could be bigger than the HBO Max series. I think it will be, right?
Now, is that going to be animated or live action?
No. This is going to be live action. So,
Okay.
Superman's going to be in. Nathan Fallon is going to be in Superman playing Guy Gardner. So,
Okay.
That's probably the biggest thing that we're going to get out of until we get this thing with.
Yeah.
And I would rather have Hal Jordan and John Stewart than Guy Gardner and Alan Scott. Putting Guy Gardner and Alan Scott together is stupid. They're not even anywhere close to ever being tied into, like, you know what I mean? I could see doing Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan, or Guy Gardner and John Stewart, or John Stewart and Hal Jordan. I don't see Alan Scott fitting in with Guy Gardner. You know? I don't know. It's interesting though. Just like I don't see Kyle Rayner fitting in with Alan Scott. They never did anything together too. But it is what it is. So, still up in the air about Alan Scott and Kyle Rayner, but we're at least getting Guy Gardner and Superman, and hopefully Hal Jordan and John Stewart in the James Gunn DCU stuff. So, for me, that's good news. But I played it off a little as bad news, so sorry for all the, what do they say that is? When you put something on the title that makes everybody go, huh? And then you grab them in and say, don't worry.
Oh, clickbait.
Clickbait. Yeah. I clickbaited you. But that is what it is. And then there was some more interesting stuff. Did you guys see the I mean, you guys saw the trailer for the Wolverine stuff. What did you guys think of it?
Loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't give you too much, and it was kind of a red band trailer, right? They were throwing a lot of F-bombs in there and stuff.
Yeah,
So.
it was super. I was even that even hit me. For me to notice cuss words, like it's that means you're using a few. Or maybe
And it's
comic book,
Disney.
you're not
And
used
it's
to it really
Disney.
at all, but definitely not used to it all in a trailer.
It's almost
They
like
used
Disney.
it-
Yeah.
Wasn't there trailers for the first one that were? I don't know. I think there was like an extended trailer, and it said it had he acted like it was going to be PG, and then just started cussing.
Yeah.
I think for the very first one.
I
they did
think
something like that.
Disney is like, fuck it. We got to make money, and that's what these people want to hear is just the foul language and crude behavior. Let's give it to them. Fuck, shit, piss, and there you go, people. There it is.
What'd you guys think of?
Savages.
Did you guys see all the the Easter eggs and all the different characters that were in it in the trailer?
I saw where people showed what they were, like Lady Deathstrike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm sure probably what you're getting into right now.
There's a Leafield in there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Liefeld on the
Azazel is dead. Or he's in that not dead. He's in that the dead Ant-Man thing. Says the red-hued demonic-looking mutant first appeared in 2011's X-Men First Class, and he's also the guy that's kind of at the heart of the whole Nightcrawler change, right? He was supposed to be Nightcrawler's dad, and Claremont was like, that was never the plan, and then they changed it this year and everything. But it says here, X-Men's First Class, in that film, he was one of Sebastian Shaw's henchmen in the Hellfire Club. However, the movies explain that he died between the events of that film and Days of Future Past. Perhaps he didn't really die, and they sent him into the void. Azazel was once believed to be Nightcrawler's father in the comics. However, recent events show that Mystique was Nightcrawler's dad and conceived Nightcrawler while using his form, and she grew a penis. Next, Lady Deathstrike, which is very interesting. That's kind of a weird stretch, but there you go. Lady Deathstrike. Sabretooth. Toad. Pyro. We've already seen the Pyro stuff. Who else was in there? The Liefeld stuff. The Liefeld thing was probably the coolest thing there was, to be honest. And then the way Liefeld played it was
Did you talk
even
about
better.
Cassandra Nova?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about that. That's where we're heading.
Oh, okay.
Because I got something funny to say about that in a second. And I talked about it on the industry show last night. But anyway, Liefeld is showing tons and tons of pictures of he kind of broke the internet with this.
That was good.
Yeah, this is for you, internet. It's just a picture of his feet. But if you guys didn't see, when they're walking out in that town, Liefeld's Feet Emporium, or whatever it is. It's like a shop, and it says Liefeld's Feet. And I hope that those are his real feet. That would be funny if they actually did that, So
It's like baby footprints.
We need to research some Marvel gold guns.
Yeah.
Because it could be a joke, but I didn't notice. I didn't really pay attention until this picture of it.
Yeah, I wonder if that's got to be a thing.
Yeah. So.
So is that? That was Starjammers with the gold guns right there in the next picture.
No, I think he's talking Starjammers because of where they're probably what's going on with.
the gold
Yeah.
guns.
But he's got 2 gold guns.
Yeah, he's got two pistols.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Go back to the
Yeah,
first picture.
you're right there. Yeah, look at that. So maybe he got him from him. That would be cool. Isn't that what's his name's dad? Scott Summers' dad.
Yeah.
That would be cool,
Oh,
man.
is it because he's messing around with a space-time continuum?
Yeah. Wow, man.
Gold guns are from Face Off. I remember that, obviously, but
Well, don't they have a Face Off 2 coming
I am
out?
Castor Troy.
Do they have a Face Off 2 coming? I thought I heard that they announced that. Did you
I
guys see
don't
They're
that?
gonna take off
But I'd
more than
watch.
2 faces.
This is pretty cool. Rob Liefeld is winning and winning and winning and winning. You know, he's got Cable on the best show in comic books right now with X-Men 97. He's got Wolverine joining his Deadpool character on the movie screen in probably the biggest movie of the summer. And he's got the Evangeline movie coming out. He's got his memoirs coming out. He's got one of the best, if not the best, podcasts in the comic books arena. The guy is just killing it, absolutely killing it. And you know what? It's very interesting. Jesse and Dennis, whenever I talk to him behind the scenes, they always called Rob like the current age the current age Stan Lee, because there's nobody out there that like did what Stan did, in the 80s and 90s for comics. He was their spokesman, and he was always, talking about how great comics are and talking about exciting stories and storylines and characters. And there's nobody that really has done that since Stan has passed away, until like Rob is doing it in ways we didn't really recognize until recently, when Robservation started being really good. And now he's kind of that person for comics. He's the person out there going, man, do you remember this storyline? How great this storyline is and how great comics can be, and talking excitedly about him. He's like the current Stan Lee of comics, which is very interesting. So we'll see. We'll see how the rest of the year, if it can get any better for the guy.
Yeah, something happened, with Rob Liefeld, because for a time there he was so disenchanted with just comics overall, whether from the hobby aspect or from the retail side of it and all of that. And like, I don't know if just as he's gotten older, he's just, a lot wiser about his approach to it. And I think him mending fences with McFarlane and just, being more grounded as a father, and just in this perspective, and when you gain perspective, it's sort of it allows you to reflect on past mistakes and just gain just wisdom. And I think through that, he's able to convey his passion around comic books and just his love for the books and describe it in a way that we haven't heard in a long time. And so when you bring up Stan Lee would talk like that a lot. Why it was special and when the characters were being created. So I think that's pretty important that you have somebody holding that mantle, if you will, and just because otherwise there was nobody really defending books from the past and stories from the past. You had a couple of guys talk here and there, but this guy was saying, no, this is important because of this, and these writers were important because of this, and these artists were the first to do this. So it's interesting in listening to some of his podcast, because you get that passion, and it takes you back to why you still feel a certain way when you go into the LCS versus like buying something on eBay.
Tony says, not cool with Rob not delivering on his Kickstarters, though. He has critics for a reason. Well, I don't know that story. It would be interesting to find out that story. But,
I
you
hear
know.
that a lot, and I
Yeah.
also don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard it. I'm sure there's probably something that goes along with it. You know, things happen for a reason. Not everything is, everything's nuanced. And, you know, he is a Lakers fan, so, you know, he is, he's in hell right now. He's hating life right now.
He's winning more than them, so.
Yeah, he's winning more than them.
Was it Kickstarter or was it Indiegogo?
From Reddit, after 5.5 years and $35K in contributions and no delivered product, Rob duplicates his Kickstarter comic project on Indiegogo. Yeah, maybe I'll look into that. We'll see. You know, it could be something that he's planning on fixing. You guys know me, I'm a Rob fan, so I'm gonna root for the guy no matter what. But we'll look into it. We'll see what's going on there.
I can't wait
Well,
to see
now
his
that you're buddies
cameo.
with him, dude, just give him a call. See what's
I
up.
wish. Yeah.
I can't wait to start seeing his cameos in Marvel films. Then.
Yeah. He's probably gonna have one, right? Well, he doesn't need one now. Maybe he doesn't need one. Who knows? That is what it is, you know. But all right. Some other interesting news that is out there. I saw this, which is pretty cool. Speaking of the Image guys, another Image guy, Jim Lee, reveals first official X-Men art in years. Did you guys see this? It can now be revealed. Marvel vs. DC Omnibus cover. He did the art for it.
Omnibus, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. That's cool.
And he's got Colossus. He's got Wolverine, Storm,
Captain
Jean
America.
Grey. He's got everybody in here. He's got Batman,
Bro, he does
Spider-Man.
better work on napkins, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the colorist, man. Is it Scott Williams? Yeah, it's Scott Williams ink.
Dude, I'm just not for Jim Lee pencils with all those characters. I'm just not feeling it.
Oh, Scott Williams did the inks, but he didn't do the colors. Used by Colors by Sin Color. I would love to see that. Yeah, Scott Williams always does that.
Did that, dude. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
it's a sin he got that job.
I wasn't buying it anyway, but still.
Yeah, that's
he got that job, right?
That's rough coloring. I want to see this black. I want to see it with just the inks. Does he have it on his page with just the inks? He probably doesn't, right?
Yeah, I'm sure we'd be feeling the pencils more.
Oh, but what about Scott Williams? He might have it.
Yeah, I'll check. I'll check both. Yeah, man, look at that.
See, that's Jim Lee.
That is fucking gorgeous right there.
Yeah, see, come on, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember him when he was doing all those COVID drawings, Jim Lee? Like all the inks, like on eBay, he was doing one a day.
That's that Batman right there, isn't it? It is that Batman. It looks like it. Hold on. Maybe I just see his Batman.
No, he just tries Batman
a
lot.
Yeah, he just.
It's wider angle shoulders.
Yeah, it's that pose that he always has.
Look, he's got one of my drawing.
Hands different. Yeah. Man, yeah. I want to see the inks with this. That's for sure. What is this? Amalgam. Oh, he did the cover for Amalgam too. Look at that. That's
and that's
good.
on the Omnibus?
Yeah, this is for the Amalgam Omnibus. Yep. Here's the Amalgam Universe Omnibus Collection cover. Inked and colored by the same people. Inked by Scott Williams and colored by Sin Color. Man, I want to see the inks for this one too. So bad. Scott Williams. Let's look up Scott Williams. Is it SCO? Scott.
Yeah, I think it's just SCOTT.
All right, let's take a look. All right, it's not going to show up there. Maybe here. Yeah, look how good he looks. I mean, when it's just his inks, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Chrysler. That's beautiful shit. Hopefully we'll be able to see the pencils and inks. He says he posts stuff here. Let's take a look here.
It's going to be a incentive omnibus, 1 in 500.
Yeah. If anybody ever finds those just those inks, let us know because I want to see them. It's very interesting, man. So there you go. Jim Lee stuff on the way, which is always a good thing. I'll take Jim Lee stuff any day of the week. All right. Speaking of some card stuff that we talked about earlier, this was one of the craziest things ever, and I talked about it with Vinny. Did you see this?
I
Oh,
haven't been following this. I'm excited to hear.
Hood, this is crazy, bro. The Customs and Border Patrol in Rochester Port of Entry found a huge shipment of counterfeit goods that included Wembyama rookie cards.
Oh, wow.
Yup.
Dang, that centering looks better than on some Panini products.
Yeah, they were like, how can you tell they're counterfeit? And they're like, oh, because it's really centered and there's no printing lines on it. It was, if I remember, it was only a few comments down on the post.
Yeah, right here. How can you tell? Well, the quality is very good on them. They were well centered with no print lines and no corner damage, so they're obviously not from Panini.
That's good.
Oh man, I hope there is an obvious defect in the cards that makes them noticeably different, but counterfeits are getting good. Yeah.
Is it the background, like the curtain or whatever? It looks kind of weird, right?
It says here, I think I noticed one obvious issue. They fucked up the spacing on the Prism logo within its window. So there's a good one and the bad one.
Oh, it's smaller, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it's smaller. Let's take a
Or
look here.
it's not the.
That's crazy, man.
It's not the right font size or something like that.
Yeah, it's a
If
little.
if the guy's right, like that's. Is it that far?
Yeah, it looks like it's
coloring
much
is-
smaller.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell. All we got is a pic from the cops, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But the coloring looks different too. I mean, that could just be lighting or whatever. But
Yeah, it definitely could be lighting.
Yeah,
Did they say the quantity?
Well, $400,000 total worth of goods. Look, here's all of them.
so
Well, and
is
they
that
said because it's
it's-
base, it probably won't have to pass eBay authentication.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's smart.
Yeah. Oh, and so you could sell it for like whatever they're going for now.
Yeah, $100 or whatever.
Yeah. Are they going for 100 still?
Well,
don't know.
I mean, if you have cases and cases of them, you can sell them for $25 and still make.
Oh,
out,
you
know
can
what I mean?
undercut everyone, and then
Yeah, you can go to the dealers and say, even if a dealer knows they're fake, you can go, hey, I'll sell you 100 of them for $10 a piece. You can sell them for 50. And people in this in collectible hobbies, there's always snakes out there, and snakes are gonna figure out ways to get these in their hands and sell them and say, oh, I didn't know. You know, sometimes it's hard to pay a electricity bill, you know, in card shops these days.
You remember the fake Eric Davis rookie cards from 85 Tops?
84
I know
tops?
they existed. I don't remember what made them look fake though.
No. Yeah.
It was the paper quality on it.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yep. I remember that. Yeah, that was the big rookie out of that set. Remember, because he went crazy, he almost ran for 2,000. He did run for 2,000 yards. I think that.
No.
baseball.
Eric baseball. Eric the Red.
Eric Dixon.
Oh, Eric. I'm thinking Eric Dickerson. Okay, Eric Davis for baseball.
For
85
the Cincinnati 85 Tops.
Okay. Wow.
I remember that being a fake. And they were selling them at conventions for like $1 a piece and shit like that.
Let's see here. Because people are asking what happens to the cards. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll destroy them, but we know
Yeah,
that's
well,
not.
They
That's
probably
not
have to hold them for evidence, right?
Yeah.
To try to process.
Yeah.
Cops are going into the evidence
They're
room and
just
stealing cards to
like
resell
birds.
instead of drugs these days.
That's funny. Cardboard crack.
Yeah, cardboard crack, man. Here's all the items that were in the thing, and there you go. Our boy Wendy.
Oh, you need a few $100s? Go grab a few of those cards and throw them on eBay.
Yep. Look at that shit, man.
That's gonna get invaded into like a New York card show or whatever.
This is why, like, third-party authentication, like CGC, and you saw Vinny and getting his stuff graded. The people like just don't feel comfortable getting stuff and it being, like, fake.
Buying raw cards and then seeing what happens.
The more they do this shit, it helps the third-party authenticators, right?
And
no
they
matter
stay
how
under
much issues they have, right? They go, I'd rather go through all this shit than buy something that's completely fraudulent,
This guy says, if it's found out to be widespread, then it could definitely change the raw market. Only authentic cards should be slabbed by PSA. If somehow there are thousands of fake Wembies and some got slabbed, it could be a bigger deal.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Can you imagine if some of those are slabbed, bro?
I guarantee some of them will get
PSA
slabbed.
is like...
I'm betting they're not the first batch that made it here.
No, I bet you there was a lot of 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Juniors that might have made it before. Speaking of that,
Wow.
how
Yeah, I
about this
saw
one?
that, man. Wow.
Breaking news, a collector on Facebook just found tons of sealed cases of 89 Upper Deck baseball. Well, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 28 here. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 36 and then 3 times
Are those
4,
1990
33
upper
times
deck
5,
on the side?
15. So there's 50 cases. There's over 50 cases here. There's got to be.
I think the ones on the right-hand side could
Are
be
90.
Yeah,
90.
1990s.
Okay, these are 90 and then these are 89. Okay.
I sent that tweet to a friend of mine. He said if it's in California, it's Richard McWilliam, Buzz Rasmussen, or Dwayne Boyce's stash.
Oh my God.
McWilliam had a guy in OC, had a bunch of his old stash in San Clemente.
Do you know who Dwayne Boyce is?
And
he's the pitcher for the Angels that they did the promo with, right?
Yeah.
Because he was part of the company. He bought in on the company early, him and Wally Joyner. And Wally Joyner, instead of taking a product, took like $1,100 check, and they gave Dwayne Boyce a ton of product.
Yeah. And I was like, they're just praying for the centered Griffies. And he said, well, nearby, Richard had a pallet. He said he had 2,000 uncut sheets of Griffey rookies in his garage.
Oh, my God.
Shit. Yeah. So
how many Griffies on the uncut sheet? Like 30, right?
So
we got to get him on. We got to get him to come on sometime, Sean.
We got to do a whole thing. He had some other stuff about the.
Have you ever seen an uncut
French
sheet?
hockey cases when they told people there were only 600 cases of the French hocky?
Yep, I remember that.
They were selling for 12,000 each. Now it'll cost more to ship them than they're worth. He said he can't believe nobody's in jail.
Bro, did you see the guy that bought the OPC unopened?
Yeah, he wants to give it back.
Yeah, dude, that's nuts.
Yeah,
because he drank 4 Red Bulls and couldn't make his.
Yeah, dude, he's having buyer regret, right?
Dude.
Yeah. For those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about, the guy who bought the Wayne Gretzky OPC cases for what was it, like 3.5 million? 5 million?
5 million?
It said, did he end up paying, or he just said he doesn't want them?
Well, no,
he paid half, right?
He started making payments on it or whatever. and then like as he's going on, continuing to pay it off or whatever, he's now like having buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
But is he trying to get his money back and he just says someone else should have them? I don't know what the deal is. There's no way he can make his money back out of the thing, right?
Like he was basically saying like he had FOMO or whatever he was auctioning like during the auction or something like that. And
what a moron.
Yeah.
You know?
He's an awkward dude.
Yeah.
Well, he was he's like a real estate agent or something like that in Canada.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, all he needs to do is sell a house and he can pay it.
Like
5 million? What the fuck?
You're talking about
5 houses. He just needs to sell 5 houses.
Like somebody needs to talk some sense into him. You're talking about one of a kind product that it just doesn't exist.
Well,
you know,
but he can't get his money out. Even if he graded some 10s. The thing is, if you double the amount of 10s on a census, then you're going to devalue the other ones.
Yeah,
that's just how it goes. You got to bleed them out, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm not so passionate about it. Winner of multi-million-dollar Gretzky card case says he's changed his mind. He wants to, quote, find a better home for the cards. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, and he said Drake won't call him back. Well, no way. Drake won't call you back?
Yeah, who cares?
Unbelievable. I figured the first guy that answered this guy's phone calls would be Drake.
Yeah,
right. Because Canadian too, right?
Or Wayne Gretzky. I don't know
what Wayne Gretzky
call him back first. I'm surprised they weren't fighting to call him back.
Yeah.
Personally.
All right, here we go.
Is this buyer's remorse, or like you're wanting to not have these anymore, or not be out that much money?
Yeah, not at all. Like I think it's really cool to have these cards, but again, I'm not so passionate about it as I've seen. Like
his wife came to him and says, I'm leaving you. I'm taking everything. And he's been crying for about 4 hours trying to figure out how to do this.
He hasn't slept in 4 days thinking about how much money he just decided to bid on some fucking hockey cards.
He just looks broken, dude.
Doesn't he? He looks like he's been bawling. Yeah.
Other people in the sports collecting world, like how they're so into it, and it's like their lives kind of revolve around it, and they're so passionate about it.
And so for yourself, again, explain how it is that someone who's works as a real estate agent and has never gotten into the high stakes world of sports collectibles decided to spend $5 million on a 79 O-Pee-Chee box.
The winning bid for this 1979 mega box hockey cards really originated from when I was like 7 years old, where I met a girl in my class. Her name was Elise, and
always over a chick, man. It's always a chick, dude.
The fuck you talking like 62 about,
years
bro?
Old. He still remembers a girl from 3rd grade.
Bro,
this
like
guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. I think he got drunk. He had to have gotten drunk, dude.
Yeah, dude. Well, like you wasted a lot of people's time by bidding him up, and like serious people that wanted that product, and you fucking wasted a lot of people's time. Is what you did.
Dude, that's like 4 8 balls, and now the dealer won't even call him back, and he's trying to buy the cards that he stayed up to buy.
Those are the people on eBay late at night that fucking bid up a fucking auction when you're trying to win something.
Look
fucking
at this
idiots like this, dude.
He is not.
Don't get me started on that.
Look at that neck curl on his t-shirt, man. How sweaty this guy's been,
bro. Right? Dude,
this dude has not changed his shirt.
He just realized he needed to pay his car payment, dude, and he's just like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
When he blames 4 Red Bulls or whatever, I was totally thinking what Sean was thinking, that it was really 4 8 balls.
Yeah.
100%, dude.
Bro, that's the people that deserve an ass whooping, dude. Like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, you wanted to see somebody like a Drake buy this and do some pack break openings and have fun with it. This motherfucker just wasted, like how long is
all his money? Probably, dude.
And now people can lowball them because they know you got to sell it, because you don't
shouldn't
want
they
it.
have basically like some sort of retainer or something on this money?
Oh, where?
Oh, right, because
where
they're not going to ship that product, right, if it's not paid for, right?
Well, it's an auction house too.
Can't you get approved for that vote?
Right, that like you can only bid so much too if you have whatever amount of assets, right? Like, because that's how an auction house works. Like,
right, they gotta
like I can't just go into
money.
Heritage and start bidding up books to like $2 million without them doing some sort of like credit check on me or
but I didn't know you could make payments. Like, what the fuck is that? Dude? I thought you had to have the money in hand unless he had somebody backing him.
It could have been standard, but I'm not sure. I don't know, man.
I think when he bought it, he thought he was going to be able to like open them up and pull 3 PSA 10s out of each one and sell them each for $1 million or $2. And then somebody after he bought it went, dude, you realize that you're going to be lucky if you pull 1 PSA 10 out of there. And then he went, huh? And he probably thought he was going to open them and do that. And then realized that it wasn't. And he went, fuck, I'm screwed. Do you think that he tried to reach out as he wanted to flip it? And when nobody called him back, he panicked. Well, the guy who works for
that's what I think. That's what I think, that nobody wanted it. He won that auction. And nobody else wanted it, and nobody returned his calls. And now he's all like, fuck, that wasn't the plan. The plan was to like double my money.
Well, it says here that Ryan Haney, the owner of Queens
Drake.
Oh yeah, he's calling Drake. Yeah, he's definitely trying to flip
and
it.
Wayne Gretzky, dude. This guy thought he was gonna be the hit of the party.
Yeah.
Probably in a fun way. I mean, I doubt he's like some sort of seems like a regular guy.
Backyard Canada, let's go.
Yeah.
Like $720,000 not paid yet.
So it said here, Oshirsky said his feelings about the purchase changed after hearing an interview with Heritage Auction executive talking about the bidder who came in second place. The executive in the interview said, quote, explained that the runner-up bidder was like very disappointed and that he missed out on winning the bid, and really that caused me to have empathy for him, said Arshwowski. Yeah, right. Quote, I realized that there are others out there that are much more passionate about this and I started the journey, I guess, to find, I think, what would be a better home for these cards. No, you just realized that you're not going to be able to flip them.
You fucked up, bro. I feel bad for you. I do.
And
hey,
it says here,
Sean, I'm going to send you one of my Vanilla Ice comics because I got 2 of them, and I think one of them needs a home.
It might.
And I've already got one. Brian, I'm going to send you a couple of my slabs because I got multiples, and I think they need a good home. Hey,
if you paid $5 million for it, I don't know if I'd be more or less likely to let you give it to me.
Well, here's the problem. The problem is that that's never gonna. That sale is not gonna happen again. And this guy even says it. He goes, "This is the guy at Queen City Sports in Regina." He says, "It sounds awkward. It sounds like Arshwowski, quote, bit off more than he can chew." He said the situation is a little bizarre and not normal for the transaction of this magnitude. Quote, "It's definitely unusual, and I would say majority of the time, 100% is paid before anything's released, because he hasn't paid $720,000 yet."
Dude.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he can't complete the payment.
And listen to this. Not only this is all what you were also saying. He says, right here, this is the first time that a high-profile item like this that I can remember has sold, and the item is kind of in limbo. They don't want to have to put the item back up for sale again, and that's not what they're in the business of doing. And the consignor wants to get paid, because that guy's like, hey, the auction went through, I want to get paid. And now this guy thinks he's going to be able to sell it for more somewhere, and he's not going to be able to get anywhere near that price of $5 million like you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I know tons of the comments that were on videos broke it down hey, in that many cases, you're probably going to get this many Gretzky's. More than likely, they're going to be nothing but 8s or whatever. And then they broke down the pricing tier of what if you sent them out for grading, this is what would happen, and he would be nowhere near $5 million.
Dude, that shit's nuts.
If I had a case of 86 Fleer basketball, it would stay in a case of 86 Fleer basketball.
Yep. That's how it's worth the most money, unopened like that. Well, you could pull a 10 Jordan. Yeah, I get it. But how rare is an unopened case of Fleer basketball? And you saw the company shrink wrapping what is it? What's the company that what's that? Baseball Card Exchange?
You saw them sealing that. So that just leveled up that case and authenticated that case, and that that's what it's about, having something sealed like that. But when these rappers get into this and they like busting open packs and but because I know that's become a thing.
And also he might, part of the celebrity thing, I could be wrong about this, definitely going to be possibly tougher with hockey. From anything I've ever seen about Gretzky, I don't actually know how deep he would be into his card, but like, is he that self-absorbed to try to look for old cardboard of himself?
Yes,
when he's probably worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
See, you could see a LeBron doing that for his product, right?
Right, or Steph Curry, who was actively doing that for his product, right? Or Ohtani, yeah.
Holy shit! Here's shout out to who put it. Somebody just put this in the chat. Who put it in here? Let me see here. Let me give me the right shout out. Somebody just said it in the chat. Yeah, the Jim Lee pencils. Who was it that said that? I want to give him credit, but they put it in the Discord. And look at this. This is for the amalgam omnibus.
That's the amalgam, yeah.
Look at that. That's just the pencils, no inks.
Wait, did they add in Batman afterwards, after the fact?
No, this is amalgam.
No, that was the other omnibus.
Yeah, that was okay. So this is the other omnibus.
Zabit, shout out to Zabit. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, brother. This is sweet.
Fucking brilliant, dude.
Yeah. I love how they did the Watcher with Darkseid.
Mm-hmm.
So badass.
Man, I haven't read one of those comics in years, bro.
Dark Claw was huge. That was a huge
book. Yeah, you remember that, dude?
Yeah.
You remember when things were right in the world and Jim Lee was doing comics, bro?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yep. It was a different time, dude. I want to show you guys something. I got off topic and I forgot to bring it up, but there is a moment here. We were talking about Deadpool and you talked about Cassandra Nova, right? And this is one of the craziest things that I've seen. And hopefully one day we'll be able to get Gary from Nerdrotic on Beyond Wednesdays to give him shit about this. But I don't know if you guys know who Gary from Nerdrotic is, or Nerdrotic, the YouTube channel. They huge YouTube channel, 1 million subscribers YouTube channel, great pop culture YouTube channel. They always talk. I believe Gary used to be a retailer, used to have a shop, so it'd be fun maybe to get him on the industry show sometime. But this, I'm going to have to give them shit for, because they're trying to figure out, they're watching the thing live, and listen to what they say. Right, here we go.
Saying it's like Veronica.
Wait, it's a spoiler?
So no spoiler. This is, they're watching it, and they're watching the trailer, and they're trying to figure out who the bald chick is.
It's in a bubble, and let's just say the MCU was still going along tickety boo. I think we'd be watching this and be going, okay, okay.
This is funny, bro.
Boys are so silly.
Who's this, Gary?
Yeah. So who is this person anyway?
I'm gonna guess Polaris. I have no fucking idea.
Polaris. Polaris. Polaris is known for her green hair. This chick has no fucking hair. What?
My chat was saying it's like Veronica something.
And dude, if you guys go to the chat at this moment, let's see if I'm going to show you guys the chat. Please, come on, play it. It's not going to let me play it. The chat is losing it on them. They're like, fake comic fan, you know, like Cassandra Nova.
I forgot her name entirely.
She's got telekinesis. That's all I know.
Yes. Chat, what's her full name? I don't remember.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on chat as well. What have we got, guys?
So somebody starts putting Cassandra Nova, Cassandra Nova, Cassandra Nova, right? Watch. This is so funny.
Sin, who is this girl, Professor X?
Everybody's, even Yellow Flash, another big, huge YouTuber, is typing in Cassandra Nova. Come on, man. Everybody.
Sorry, Cassandra Nova, not Veronica.
Cassandra Nova.
My
I
bad.
was like, what?
My bad.
Yeah,
my
okay.
bad.
Cassandra Nova. Yeah, that's sure.
What's her?
He's like, Cassandra Nova. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. And this guy goes, what's her powers?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nova, not Veronica.
Cassandra Nova.
My
I
bad.
was like, what?
My bad.
Yeah,
my
okay.
bad.
Cassandra Nova. Yeah, that's sure.
What's her story?
Yeah.
Cassandra Nova?
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
I know that
See,
feeling.
you
Gary.
would have already
I know-
had the information pulled
I know
up,
how to
bro.
I know how to Google search. Give me a second.
See, that's the difference between these clowns and us.
We say
Yeah,
that.
I know,
Hood,
We don't
Prepared
know.
with my-
We got the man.
I come
the man
prepared
in the
with my
chair.
Google links.
You say that,
We
Hood,
got
but
the man in the chair, Aaron Yee, folks. We don't make mistakes like this.
we have the producer. Jamie, get on it. So,
And I did just send a new X-Men 114 newsstand to CGC.
oh, bro, I love that run. That's one of my all-time favorite
I'm hoping
runs.
for honestly a 9.90 or 9.2. I wouldn't have graded if it wasn't a newsstand. But I'm not seeing a lot of newsies out there, and hopefully they
Probably
label
not
it
a
as
lot.
such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got another one, but I can't find it.
Well, speaking of selling stuff and putting stuff on eBay, our boy Clutch put something on eBay that ended recently.
Hey, what's up? It's Big Clutch. Figured I need to give you guys a little bit of an update. Today, big day. This, sorry for all the glare, but this auction, the Spawn 350 employee variant, that ends today. That's awesome. So you can check the link in the bio.
So it ended today. $5,300.
Basically the same price as the 350 non-signed that he sold a week before.
Exactly.
And then I did hear from him that the buyer has paid.
Yeah, the buyer paid. The thing was, so it went up for auction, and let's call them the powers that be. Came in and demanded image, image go in and get the people. This came out like a few months ago to people with they got it with comps. They just didn't know it was shit. They're like, oh, that's a cool Spawn book, and the ones getting comps are usually not the ones like that are quick to resell, and they're definitely not gonna, it's against whatever guidelines they have. They're not gonna resell before the book comes out. That's that's as blatant as it gets. So anyways, they waited and waited, and some destroyed their copies. I had a copy of a destroyed one. So they either they send them back or destroy them, because Todd asked for them to come back. He asked for him to get all the books back, and then he's supposed to send these out to just his employees as autographs. So then he gets a hold of CGC and tells them, do not grade this thing. So there's 3 9/8 of it that got out, blue label. I don't know if there will be. I guess there'll be authenticating signatures soon. But it depends on what Todd says. Obviously, he's going to have some pull there. So
This
this
book's
auction
gonna
got
be worth
pulled.
a ton.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's supposedly all the rest are going to be signed. Supposedly, this auction got pulled at first, and then it was basically okayed to run the damn thing. It's like, okay, there's one out there or something.
Yeah.
So I thought this might even hit
10 grand.
twice its price. To be honest with you,
well, I don't think people heard that
It might
story.
hit double the price, but it's still a big time book. And if Todd himself gets involved, it's gonna be what it is. And to a Spawn collector, you know, if they find out that there's this edition that only you know that Todd's
there's
not
only
feeling
3
it,
blue labels,
and that nobody's supposed to get it. I don't know. It's the bottom one. Keep like yield the bottom of the page. There you go. Employee edition.
One.
There's there does say 3 now, and I want to say that there might be the other person that has that. I don't know who they are, but of the story, I think the one other person has the other 2. So now it does say 3, but he did take that screenshot when the auction started. So, and I did personally check since then just to see. So it does say 3, or at least it did a couple days ago.
You know what's interesting? Some of these comments that we're seeing, like JC's comic stuff says, so he tells CGC what to grade and what not. Nice. Jabez Creed says, why give your employees something and then say they can't sell it or grade it? Wilbert says that's BS. Yeah, that's BS. If CGC did anything at the discretion of Todd, their job is to grade no more, no less. Wow. And this all comes off the heels of a recent, let me go find it, a recent.
Hey everyone, I'm Max Spiegel, president of the Certified Collectibles Group. We are constantly working to make your collecting experience even better. We know that you demand and deserve transparency from us, and we are committed to keeping you informed along the way. We see all of your comments and questions across our social media, and we want to respond to all of you. Whatever questions you have, whatever you want to know, comment below using the hashtag AskCGC.
You know what I want to know? Let's go ask.
Enjoying your shirts.
Hey, you know what? You know what? He looks like a gay scientist inventing dicks at home, bro. That's what he looks like.
What does that even mean, dude?
That's what he looks like.
So I know with so Todd, this was given his Image comps. This wasn't even, I'm not even talking about Image employees. This is Todd McFarlane Productions. So he wanted to give it to only the Todd McFarlane employees as their gift, not as the Image comics people gift. And so the comp copies are to distributors, to other companies, people that work with them. Those are the ones that get comp copies of everything that gets put out. This was printed and was not supposed to go to them. This was printed and was supposed to go to Todd to give to his employees. So I don't know.
We will collect these questions.
I don't know if he's saying that people can't, what they can and can't do with it, but it wasn't his employees that did anything with it. So that's it.
Wow. Look at all, look at the
McFarlane always causes a ruckus in the hobby, dude. With fucking bullshit. Like
he's that big, man. He's up like him, Liefeld, and Jim Lee are the 3 big ones, right? And
what was the signing he did last year? What did he sign? 100,000 fucking books? They're gonna do whatever he says.
Yep.
They probably still owe him money for that.
Yeah. Have they responded to any of these? They haven't responded to anything. It doesn't look like.
You're right. Ask us. We're not going to answer it, but you can ask us.
They're going to
by all means ask. Ask away.
Where they rolled out that text thing, they have not responded to any fucking texts I've sent them.
Yeah,
and they haven't even responded. Also, dude. Oh, so they just screwed up 6 books. Like literally, they even told me what the grades were going to be. There's going to be 6 9.8s, and they went from 8.5 to 9.0s. They wanted to give $150 grading credit. I'm like, you can keep the books. I don't even want them back. I want to use $100 a book, and it's not for me. It's for somebody else that sold the books to somebody else. So it's, you know what I mean. So it's a cluster of, and so they stopped responding. So I guess I'm gonna have to take my time to get on the phone. And I'm like, dude, they're like, okay, so we'll comp the grading. I'm like, no shit, you'll comp the grading. All right. Like, first off, and it's like $18.75 on a dealer account to grade a new book. All right. Yeah, but and I'm like, dude, throw it a. And what do I put in as value? I put in $400 a book as value on every single book that I put in. That's a modern book. I don't give a shit if it's brand new and it's worth $2. I put $400, so I get $10,000 insurance on everything that comes back. They want to give me $150, like, right? That's, you know what I mean. The books are worth honestly, they're worth less than the 1875. It's not like they're not Ultimate Fallout 4 or anything. Thankfully, they're modern new books, but they were. Yeah. So we'll have to.
That's
see.
not the point. They diminish your collectible.
Worthless. It's
right.
8.5.
Right.
And then
They
you have
diminish
to go to your customer and say, "Hey, I know you paid for this. Here's an 8.5." You know, I've had clunker grades like I have no idea. They've definitely, dude. We all know they drop a book every once in a while.
Yes.
You know, everybody in the world drops a book every once in a while. It's just, you know, it's okay, but like it's not okay when you know that you didn't do it. I'm gonna have a modern 8.5 come in. I can't tell you, and I would never pre-screen. And by modern, you guys, I know I mean ultra modern. I'm not talking about like, you know,
1990 modern.
Yeah, like something. I'm talking about the ultra modern stuff that I pre-screen for people that ask me to do it. That's fine. That's not really an issue. You know, if it's an 8.5, I'm gonna tell you. I'll be like, dude, like, I'll press it if you want, and you can pay me for it. But like, grading this book is ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. So I'm like, $150 credit, and like, the credit's as good a cash with me, but it wouldn't be with a lot of people. You know.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Here we go.
Yeah. That's
yeah, we'll see how it goes. Well, yeah, and then not getting back to me. Now I have to stop and call. So
yeah, and the thing about it is, it's almost like, and I know exactly what Sean's talking about. Like, it's on you. You know what I mean? Even though CGC fucked up your books, they sent them to you. You see what I'm saying? And so it's on us. Like, like. And people don't understand that type of pressure. Yeah, CGC fucked up the book and there was an issue or there was a crack in the slab or whatever. They're calling us. Like, you see what I'm saying? And they make that so fucking awkward, man.
And not only that, when I have, and I know I did, when I have the clients return shipping, return email, I generally I'll have my phone number on there, but like I'm not missing any calls, and I've got the client's email address. They're still going to me. Just, you know, some people, because they'll submit through me, and so not everybody does that. You know, when a lot of people just give me an order and I send it out. But yeah, man, it is difficult, and then it's trickle down, and it sucks because it's for another dealer, and he's gonna have to tell. They might be 6 different customers.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, I got some grading credit for your book. I'll just send you, your book sucks now. You could have graded it yourself for, you know, they're paying for convenience of the grading as well on books that they buy, and pressing, obviously. So there's that, but it just sucks. It's difficult. And I mean, I guess the first, never lead with your best offer, you know, it's like, oh, cool. Like, the books are worthless, but I got enough credit to grade like 7 books for free, or maybe 6 if you take away the order fee and shipping.
So how long you had the dealer account, Sean? For years, right, dude?
Yeah, we went back.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Forgotten
and
Five.
I get it. Like, you're supposed to treat all your customers the same, right? But there's certain, like, in any business, like the customers that frequent your establishment, like, are always there. They're the core of your foundation, right? Those are the customers, like, you absolutely got to take care of.
Yeah.
I mean, how like, to make things right, like, what would that really cost? You know, $150 credit, like, that diminishes, like, hey, you know, I've been a customer with you for quite a long time, like, and you're just diminishing, like, the relationship that I've, you know, and the business that I've given you over these years, and you're just like, you know, like that to me is just disappointing that they don't value, you know, their core customers, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, man.
Yeah, if somebody's had a dealer or a something that long, yeah, you should definitely put them in a group. Be like, hey, we need to contact this guy. There's something
But
going
I think
on.
they do, and I just don't have to hit them up that often. Like I've looked at so I probably graded. It looks like if I did I just tried to count real quick and I probably graded about 750 or 800 books since January. You know, so you only dropped 6 of them, right? But I mean, there's some clunkers where they didn't admit they dropped it, or let's give ourselves. You can't just only point a finger. I might know how I sent a book, and I might know how to ship, but I don't individually stick each book to its own piece of cardboard and layer it so it's, you know, in like a bulletproof thing. I know how to ship. I ship things the same, so I know things don't get messed up. Or I use however people ship it to me, which sometimes is sometimes overkill. But if they send it to overkill, that means they're obviously willing to pay for more weight in their shipping. And I do it like that. Or honestly, if they ship it like shit, I usually don't say anything, and I just make sure that it's not going to get hurt. But, you know, could a book slip out? Some bags and boards shittier than others? I don't like to. Some people are like, oh no, just use your old bags and boards. And I'm like, if I don't use a board, or I don't use especially a bag, if I don't use a bag that I find is flat, or if there's any type of a wrinkle or some sort of, usually I don't even like to have a sticker on it. I don't want anything to be able to press into that book. And I never say to anybody, hey, I gotta charge you an extra. I had to replace 8 bags. That'll be 80 cents.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
I just go with it. That's part of the doing cost. That's cost of doing business. No big deal.
I had a guy from LA, you know, it was 100-book submission, and the bags and boards, bro, were from the fucking 80s, dude. And I replaced all the bags and boards. I didn't give a shit. I mean, it was 100 books, all new bags and boards, because I didn't want any of that shit and smell like on any of that. Like, I threw it out in the trash. I was like, fuck this, you know, and I didn't, just cause.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. You don't want to put it in a board that had some kind of crease or whatever, and then it pushed back into the indent of the back cover or something like that. Just get rid of that bad juju on that, you know, and throw it away, you know?
Yeah.
New bags and boards
prey
are
on the
worth
bush,
it.
prey on the bush.
And at the same time, you can't have. I'm cognizant of this when I enter things in for people. Like if I have a really thick square bound book, just for example, or an odd book, or books from that might be just a little wider, like an 80s book or something, especially older ones. I try to enter them, dude, because when you have to ship them, if you're going to put the books together, they should be the same size. You know, you shouldn't have like a silver and then the ultra modern skinny bag.
Yeah.
And then hope that they don't slide around it all in there. I mean, the books are going to, dude, you don't know how hard they're going to take hits on in there. If they're going to, you think they're not going to slide around, but if they're bag and the board are the same, they're a whole lot less likely to slide around. So yeah, when I do the paperwork, I stack everything in the same way.
Do you use Silver Age?
Tell the truth, when the first thing I do, I open a box to press. Like I paid no attention to what order they're packed, because it doesn't matter. I just start making piles, you know, just more of like errors in time and temperature and things like that, or you know, size too. But size,
you have to.
Well, it's just the order I'm going to work. I'm going to order. The books are the same. You don't want to have to switch everything up.
Yeah,
you just keep them and that's it.
That just reminded me, I needed to update Josh's PSA order to make sure it doesn't send it to his old apartment. So,
there you go. Good friend.
Thank you for the reminder.
I just got that call.
All right, here we go. Let's go over New Comic Book Day really quick. the Amazing Spider-Man 48 is coming out. That I think that's where they start the whole stupid storyline with what is it? The Green Goblin, whatever it is, being some Peter's becoming the Green Goblin, something stupid. But anyways, there's a 1 in 100 Peach Momoko that everybody's going to be talking about. I don't think it's that great, but it's a Spider-Gwen Peach Momoko 1 in 100. There's also this one that I like. I like these homages that they're doing for Blood Hunt. I think they're cool. I don't know why. For some reason, I think most of them are done really well. But there is a 1 in 25 for this also. It's okay. It's nothing great, but I'm sure everybody's going to be talking about the Momoko. There's also a Superior Spider-Man number 6, 1 in 25 by Scon. That's pretty good. I mean, it's
like
okay.
that.
Yeah, it's not
I don't know those
terrible.
ballet
Not
shoes,
bad.
but I've never liked them, so whatever.
Yeah. And then, so there's that. Amazing Spider-Man. Avengers number 13 has that really cool Stark tech with the, what are they called? The X-Men guys? The Sentinels? Yeah, the Sentinels. Stark Sentinel. It says the Avengers versus Stark Sentinel program. Orca's Counter-Strike puts the Avengers on the back foot. As the true extent of the Stark Sentinel program is revealed, can Earth's mightiest heroes stand against impossible odds? And this blew me away that they've never done a Stark Sentinel storyline.
Right?
Yeah.
I think they'll lose. I don't even know if I'll root for them. That's
Right?
kind of cool.
I know. I agree. I agree.
This should have been the master mold.
Yeah. Avengers Twilight number 4, second printing. Speaking of this week, we have C2E2 this week, and there's a lot of great variants for this. And shout out to Bird City on the Batgirl 23 homage variants that they're doing. C2E2. This is Derek Chu.
This is fucking ballsy to try to redo that. At Middleton's
Right?
literally perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do a foil version at Middleton.
There's the
Is that
Frizen.
what it is?
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that, dude.
Prison is gorgeous, man.
Oh. And then there's
Man,
the
that cover's only
Middleton.
5 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was done so well, dude. Jesus Christ.
They're all done well. They knocked it out of the park.
Oh, I like how they put the details of like different iterations of Batgirl
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Through the
Yeah.
ages. Right?
Thankfully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
That was kind of smart of that
Yeah.
to do too.
So good job, Bird City, on that. Shout out to Aunt and Laura doing great things. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, there is looks like this is a Comic Tom variant that they're doing for C2E2. It is a Grateful Dead thing, so I imagine this has some type of yellow fellow.
That's gotta
Yeah.
be mellow, dude.
So I would suggest that you don't buy this because there's probably another 5,000 sitting in some unknown universe.
Bro, they're still on fucking issue 1, bro.
No,
No.
they're just doing the reprint
No.
of C2E2.
They're just
Ronnie's
letting
on
them
5.
do variants, and this is definitely a yellow fellow thing, probably where Tom said, I don't know what to do, and Yellow Fellow said, I know what to do. Grateful Dead, because everybody loves listening to my Grateful Dead whenever I sell shitty comics.
They are
They
bears.
don't
Give 'em
like
that.
Grateful Dead.
They
Well,
are
hey,
bears.
Dancing Bears are cool. It just sucks that I find out Yellow Fellow is a huge Grateful Dead fan. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
kinda
I mean,
liked
do you
Grateful
think
Dead.
Comic Tom was happy with that cover, bro?
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. It
Yeah.
looks like somebody colored it with a crayon.
Yeah.
Hopefully it looks better in person.
I find it hard to believe he was happy with this cover.
Yeah.
It could
Well,
be,
we just
dude.
didn't find his original analysis.
He might be a hippie too.
No, we just
Yeah.
didn't really find his original analysis of Beneath the Trees #1 because that caught everyone by surprise. Name. Do your research on what he said about that book.
Blood
Reno
Hunt
said
number
he's a
1.
deadhead, so it's probably not.
This is a
Probably not
C2E2 variant. This isn't supposed to come out till May, so it's kind of interesting that they're dropping a variant for C2E2 this weekend. All right.
Wait, Big Remo, is Tom a deadhead? Is that what you're saying?
He means Tom. I think he's got to mean.
No, I
Tom.
think he's saying Yellow Fellow.
Well, I mean, that's
Oh.
obvious, though.
Oh. The only good Deadhead stuff is the stuff that was on their Greatest Hits album. The rest of it's garbage. I
Hey,
said
I noticed
it.
when
I said it.
I
like
noticed.
I like Acid.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed when you had Nick on last night and you brought my name up, his shit froze.
Yeah. Yeah. It
He goes,
did.
Red Hood?
Yeah.
And it just froze. And I
Yeah.
don't know, like, because he used to fucking troll me, you know, and we got into it on Instagram and shit like that, dude. So I know, like, it just seemed weird if you watch it back.
Perfect timing, right?
Yeah, dude.
Darkstalkers Jetta #1 is coming out. We talked about this last week. There is a couple variants. There's a blank variant. There's a 1 in 5 Panzer variant. So these are Darkstalker stuff is always in demand. So that will probably be something to keep an eye out for. John Jang C2E2 Dawn Runner #1 comic. There's all kinds of variants this week. Here's a Greg Horn variant for C2E2. Gwenpool.
Oh, that background. That's cool, though.
Dude, what is up with the Planet of the Apes background, dude?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
Bro, that hill's like by my house, actually.
No shit, get the fuck out of here, for real?
Yeah, it's not even the best hill. I'm not from the movie, the one he drew, dude.
I love Detective Comics 1084, the regular cover. It looks badass. But here's
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like the city.
Jim Lee Artist Spotlight variant for this old school. What's John Luke?
Now the detective, the cover A's, like if you go back to that.
Look at this. This is the 1 in 25.
The first detective, well, the first one you showed, the cover A.
Mm-hmm.
That is really good art.
It is.
Like,
yeah,
man, it's phenomenal.
With the bats, yeah.
Who's
it's
that?
really good.
Jimenez? Is that Jimenez?
Who
is that?
I believe. I'm not sure. That's a great question. Let's see here. It is Cagle.
Cagle. Okay.
It says Cagle. I don't know if that's true though. But this is Fernandez cardstock. This is Guillermo March cardstock. Jim Lee Spotlight. Maria Wolf, April Fools. She's doing a great job with these. Detective
cool
Chimp.
cover, man.
Yeah, this is a
I like
great
that.
cover. She's just getting better and better. Her art's
Yeah,
just
she's fucking awesome.
yeah. But this, look at this, man. This is Sebastian Fuimara, the same book, the same artist that did the Harley Quinn book that's now at $800 to $1,000 9.8, and this is gorgeous.
That artist is on fire, bro.
Yeah, this is going to be a hot book this week. So
Mhm.
1 in 25 on that. Be on the lookout. That's a really beautiful cover. The Dick Tracy stuff, people are still I've seen a couple people talking about the Dick Tracy Mad Cave stuff, but I'm staying away from it. We'll see how it plays out. Duke #5. I am excited about this because we're finally getting battle androids, and I'm stoked. That's one of my favorite all-time G.I. Joe things. And you got this badass 1 in 25 variant for the battle androids, and a great 1 in 50 Dustin Nguyen battle android with Destro. So pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be reading that after the show. Let's see here. What else? Feral. You got Bird City Comics is doing a C2E2 with the Feral book. It's a foil variant of the
Night of the Living Dead.
You got it. So there you go. And then there's also the second printing, the Halloween variant for that too. So a couple other variants you can find at C2E2. It looks like be on the lookout for Feral #2, which is out. So we're going to be reading that tonight also. Gods #7, which is interesting. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance #1. This is the Greg Capullo 1 in 25 second printing that's going to be hot, which it's a great cover, but I don't know. Yeah. It's a
Is
1
this
in
a not
25
final
second
art
print.
version? Because it's just black and white, or is it actually like this?
Second printing 1 in 25.
I think it was the cover on #1. So
Yeah.
I guess. I mean,
Okay.
Sketch,
So
I
it's-
guess, but
Yeah,
So it
this
needs
is
to be
the
the sketch.
Yeah, here's the regular.
Yeah.
It looks so much better like this.
Yeah, it does.
Which is rare for Capullo stuff. Usually his sketches look better. But yeah, it's second printing 1 in 25, and then the Virgin was the 1 in 100, which is amazing. So That's good shit. This is interesting. Big Time Collectibles is doing of course, another logo variant for Green Lantern, but this time it's going to be glow in the dark, which I'm stoked. I love that.
I was about to slow clap if it was foil.
Glow in the dark. So C2E2 glow in the dark variant. Make sure you guys get that.
I guess that's a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
To do something.
Yeah.
But it's still gimmicky as hell.
Yep. Grimm number 16 has a bunch of incentives. None of them are really that great. I mean, the 1 in 10, I like that the best, but I'm out of the Grimm stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's still good. Who knows? Harley Quinn number 39. Oh boy.
We're here to talk about the 1 in 50.
Yeah, here's the 1 in 50. I'm not a fan.
No, the other one was a perfect storm.
Yep.
The pre-sales on this, I think, are only like $30.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's been any on eBay.
But the A cover,
it is cardstock,
or the B cover. The B cover is a fucking hit.
I like that Frizzin.
I love the color, man.
Yeah.
Great job on that. And then, of course, you got a Maria Wolf. That is probably the best cover of the bunch, even though I really like the Frizzin. This is awesome.
Yeah, dude, she's awesome. Dude.
Yeah, she's fucking good, dude. We got to get her on the show. That's what we need to do. We're going to do our best to get Maria on the show at some point, have her come on and talk punk rock with us.
She's probably C2E2 and she does covers with our friends. I think maybe that'd be an in.
Yep. So we'll have to do that. We'll reach out to Clutch and Drew and have them pull a favor for us. This is the Adam Warren Harley Quinn 1 in 25. So a lot of Adam Warren fans out there. House of Slaughter number 21. This Jackpot and Black Cat has the Adam Hughes variant cover, which isn't that good. Lady Death. This is a Swornfest Monty Moore variant that I didn't see, but I like the colors on it. It's pretty dope.
Is it a Steranko homage to the J. Scott Campbell book?
I don't know, but I hear there's some really good there's some really good Lady Death variants on or covers coming out. We'll be keeping an eye on, as we always do. Shout out to Coffin Comics. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, number 119, which is pretty impressive that they've gotten that far. But did you guys see this? Big Time Collectibles is now doing a foil of the Sienkiewicz Moon Knight at C2E2.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Actually, I don't understand why we don't just start traveling around and selling foils.
Of iconic covers?
Yes.
I mean, fuck, why make new ones? We know what all the good ones are.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry.
AI did it. Hey, that's my theory in AI, man. All the art's already made.
Oh, I hate
all you
it.
do is type things. All the art's done. You just type things. You're good.
Look at this
Marvel already has it, right?
Yeah. Look at this monstrous 51 though cover. Love it. Homage to number 1, right? But with these
with wolves.
Are you reading that again since it started back up?
I need to.
Or 51. Yeah, I only got like 46 to catch up. So
yeah. All right. Let's see. There's a couple other ones that I definitely want to talk about. Power Girl number 8 has a great A cover, a killer A cover by Paquette, Yannick Paquette. Beautiful, Adam Hughes and Terry Dodson-esque Power Girl with Crush. Great character. I like it. There's also
the
Dawson?
rest. Sorry.
Yeah. So this is Paquette, but wait until you see the variants on this, you guys. Here's the Brooks that is just horrid, absolutely horrible.
AA trip, right?
Yeah. This is god awful Mark Brooks right here. But this Scott Forbes is beautiful. And then here's the 1 in 25. Something off about it. It's not bad. I like the balloons and the design. Something off about it. I don't know what it is. But
it looks like it wants to be a pinup cover, but then the cape is like throwing you off.
Yeah, maybe. So there's that. Red Sonja, shout out to Dynamite. Raphael #1. I don't know what that is. Rise of the Power X. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Showcase. They're doing more facsimile bullshit. All right, Spider-Punk. Let's get into the Spider-Punk stuff. Where's the Spider-Punk stuff? All right, first
Finally
let's talk about
some
this
of
one.
my Scotty, though.
This one's really good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 150. This is the 1 in 25 Sophie Campbell cover, and it's gorgeous. Beautiful. Great design. Got all the characters. Great trade dress design. The road to 150 ends here. 25 years. It's just a good-looking cover, man. They do good jobs on these 1 in 50s and 1 in 25s for Turtles. So there's a 1 in 10, and then there's a 1 in 50 Kevin Eastman also, which I'm not a fan of. But all right, Something is Killing the Children. Number 36 is back with a gorgeous Jenny Frison.
And then this is supposed to be an origin story.
Is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, I think they did a thank you variant, one per store, right?
Yep.
Where is that? So here's the 1 in 25, which is beautiful. It's a great 1 in 25. There's the, hold on. Here's the 1 in 50. It's the Frison color splash with just the green eyes, which is awesome.
Yeah, I like this. The 1
Beautiful.
in 50.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's the 1 in 75. This is the
gold foil.
Gold foil that, Substack one that he was doing, right? Now he's just doing as a regular. And then 1 in 100 Jay Lee, which is good. Really good. And then,
he's been doing covers since issue 1.
Yeah. And then this is the 1 per store thank you Art Germ. Bloody version. So there you go. At least Something is Killing the Children, people. How about a 1 in 25 X-Men Forever #2 Art Adams Mystique cover? That's going to be a hit. This is X-Men 130 facsimile. This is a 1 in 25 for the facsimile. Luciano Vecchio. Is it Vecchio? Yeah. And it is a 1 in 25 for the facsimile. And they also did Unknown Comics look the Zerdy, which is, I just don't like Zerdy's faces, man. I don't know what it is. I'm not a fan of Zerdy anymore. He's changed his art somehow, and there's something I just don't like about it. It's still good art. I'm not a fan anymore. There's the Green Lantern we talked about. All right. You guys know that I'm really cooled off on exclusive variants. There were 2 retailer exclusives this week, not including the Bird City stuff, that blew me away. And they were for Star Wars, Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red, #1. And this is the Unknown Comics Philippe Massafera Virgin variant, and it is fucking amazing. Just beautiful.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So that now, not only is it there's 1 for these, there is 2. Not that one. That's the Frank Miller. Hold on, let me find it. That's okay. Here we go. Here's the other one. This is the who did this? We talked about this last week. This is fucking gorgeous, man. Who is this? That is the Eastside Kara's comic. I can't remember who did that. We talked about it last week. It is fucking awesome, man. Raza? Is it Raza? I think it might be Raza. Yeah. Yep. It's Raza. Look at that fucking Raza cover, man. Both killer Darth Maul variants. You also have the regular Darth Maul stuff. Here's the main cover, which is great too. You've got the 1 in 100 Frank Miller, which is garbage, but people are going to like it. You got the 1 in 25 David Marquez variant, which is good too, but I don't like how the coloring is off. Like, you could tell this was a sketch at a con, and then they just put his signature in a black box, and it doesn't match the marker of the black that he used to make it. So they kind of ruined this cover. And then this is the Ben Harvey variant, which is excellent. And then there is a movie variant right here that's really fucking good too. So these will be big books. Wolverine has a 1 in 100, which is just a version of the A cover, and this is the Marvel I'm Lazy as Fuck cover of the week. It is Linnell Francis Yu cover, and let me show you what they did. Here's the A cover.
That sucks for you, dude. He's fucking good.
Yeah, it really does suck because this is garbage. There's the A cover, and there's the 1 in 100. Let's just be super lazy, Marvel, and not even make it the Virgin worth it anymore.
Yeah, it's not like they had a Wolverine commercial out this week or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a fucking nightmare. Here is the Blood Hunt variant for this week, which is good. Very innuendo-esque. You could do some nice putting some artist remarks on there. Next, we have... I think that's basically it. There is a Thundercats foil variant, that's C2E2. There's a Nakayama metal variant this week for Thundercats number 3, which is really nice. Symbiote Spider-Man stuff. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 150, we already talked about. All this Ultimate Spider-Man number 4 and Ultimate Universe variants, second printing variants, I'm tired of it, so I don't even want to talk about it. They're not even really that good.
Right.
Vampirella stuff is always great. Go check out the Dynamite Vampirella stuff. And yeah, that's basically it. Other than this, a Mexican foil reprint of X-Men number 25. Now, this is going to be very interesting when we see this. Is this going to be a hologram still?
Printed on the foil?
Yeah. Like, what the
That's
hell?
a weird choice, dude. And will there be a blue hologram error?
Yeah, I was waiting.
Yeah,
that would be awesome, dude. That'd
Or
be fucking
an
great.
incentive where the left side's like a sketch, right? Or color
Yep.
splash.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Let's get the market report real quick here. We got a very long market report that I'm going to run through, but I'm going to start it off by showing everybody this. Bill Murray's translucent bowling ball from Kingpin just sold for $350,000 at a Planet Hollywood auction.
Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
That's a
Isn't
cool
that
item.
awesome?
Yeah.
That's so good, dude. I love it.
Yeah, Kingpin was a great movie, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
Dude. Oh, yeah. All right, starting off, we've got Danger Girl number 2, the Campbell smoking gun variant, not the ruby foil, but a 9.8 of the regular. You don't see very often, sold for $491. A 9.6 of the Ghost Spider number 1 variant, sold for $621.
Oh, that's a deal.
Yeah, somebody
For-
snatched that right up, man. You can tell.
For a 9.6, like
Yeah.
awesome. Good on that person.
And then a Bone number 194 sold for $2,400. Love that book. That book might be out of reach for me these days.
I've got the 6 print.
Man, I got a signed second print. Gotta
Oh
find
yeah,
that. Yeah, I
that's
gotta
pretty
find it.
cool.
Yeah. Next, how about this one? This is a Scotty Young that you don't see very often, and it's a Scotty Young signature series with the Scotty Young label. It's the Disney Haunted Mansion Scotty Young cover, which is awesome.
That is badass.
Yeah.
that is badass.
And then we were talking about Monera last week. Here's one of the famous Moneras, the Black Widow number 1, a 9.8 sold for $373.
Love that cover, man. That's one of my favorites, and I feel like it should even be higher considering what some of the other ones are at.
Yeah. There's quite a few great LB Cole covers this week. Here's one of them. This is Shocking Mystery Cases number 51. What a beautiful, beautiful LB Cole cover. Sold for $430 raw. Just awesome cover. Next, we have the Marvel Team Up number 14. We talked about it the other week, how, it's a book that used to be a $1 bin book, and now look at it. You have a raw copy selling for $338, a 9.4 selling for $710, and a 9.6 selling for $857.
Bro, I know I've got like 4 or 5 of these, and like I'm off the next couple of days. I'm gonna be digging for these in my fucking shit, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
fuck yeah, bro.
I'm gonna have a good. I just procured one that I don't have. I'll have a really good story on it.
Nice. All right. Famous Crimes, number 1 from 1948. Look at that headlights cover, man. She's got a gun. There's a roulette table. Boobies pointing out. That's a classic comic book if I've ever seen one.
Bro, that's a hell of a story, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
So $311 raw on that. That's a great cover. And then Swamp Thing number 37. First appearance of John Constantine. Still getting great value, like this high dollar in the 9.8. I know it's down, but still $1,300 for this book in 9.8. That tells you that this book is always going to be one of those. It's going to be like Werewolf by Night 32 or Tomb of Dracula 10. It's always going to have value of this book, I believe. So,
yeah, good point.
And then a 9.8, Something is Killing Children number 3, the second print, the dirty, bloody bathtub, back issue. Great book.
Dang.
Yeah.
I wish I bought that one because I sold my 9.6 close to that price. So,
damn. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking to buy another one.
There you go.
In my collection.
There you go. There's not very many of them out there. So be on the lookout.
Well, one guy ahead of you, you don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
They just
it's just me.
The Tick Special Edition number 1. This is a 9.6. Shout out to John Z. I'm sure he probably talked about this on Flipside the other night. A 9.6 sold for $525, which is crazy low. I mean, this book was selling for what? Like $1,600, $2,000 in a 9.8, I want to say. So. And then this one I fucking love. Transformers Marvel UK. It's got issue number 1 has like a special almost like high quality cover on these old UK magazine books, and they're very high quality, but they rip very easily and they look really great. They look different than the normal stuff. And it also came with the original stickers, and it sold for $922, you guys, raw. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. I love shit like that, man.
Yeah.
You get a little extra than a comic.
Yeah. Last Ronin number 1, The Line Breakers, Aaron Bartling, 9.8. CGC 9.8 sold for $660.
Dang. What a drop.
Yeah.
Didn't that book hit like 3K at one point?
Oh yeah. Maybe the metal edition did. We could be wrong, but 3 classic war era books. Man. Yeah, every one of these are amazing. War Adventures number 12, the classic cover. I wish I would have had the chance to buy all of these. $380 raw for that. Just beautiful. A lot of those War Adventures sold this week or the last couple of weeks. And then a Superman 14, one of my all-time favorite covers, the shield, the all black cover, the eagle, 1941, a good plus sold for $847. I feel like that was a great buy even at that price. I mean, that book is fucking iconic if there ever was one. And then this one's super cool. The Red Iceberg, a 1960 Cathetical Guild anti-communist comic book, free handout, and very fine plus, sold for $623. Look at that cover. It's got
the good old
Uncle
days.
Sam. Yep, Uncle Sam on the USA ship coming in to all the communist countries: China, Czechoslovakia, Eastern Germany, North Korea, Hungary, Poland, and Big Russia. And I mean, the old days where you had to hide under your desk to not get destroyed by an atomic bomb. And there's
Duck and cover.
Yeah.
Mine's just for earthquakes.
Yeah. Continuing on, one of my all-time favorite books that I wish I would have seen this. 1948's True Crime Volume 1, Number 3. The famous Rat Bullet Hole comic book where he's shooting the person and it spells out rat in bullet holes. He's shooting him in the back.
Hey, you're a rat, you see?
And
You're
I
a
love how
rat.
the girl is ducking behind him while he's getting shot and she's shooting behind him. That's a real Bonnie and Clyde right there. A real Bonnie. Clyde's dead. Another killer book that is amazing. Haunted Thrills from Feral Publishing, I think is that what it is. Could be wrong on that one, but the Snake Eyes cover where he's throwing the snake eyes, skull cover, devils in the background, sold for $2,800 on 46 bids. Raw. Yeah. And then Foom 10 is back up. This book was down for a little bit. Now it's back up. A raw copy sold for $2,000. The first appearance of the new X-Men team, the giant size X-Men team. This is their first appearance.
Because people are excited about Nightcrawler again.
Yeah. Yeah, I doubt it, but that'd be cool. Eternal Warrior number 5, a 1 in 50 Valiant variant from 2014 era, which is, the much beloved era of those crazy variants. Vinny talks about these, and here's one that sold for $338 raw. David Mack. The famous Game of Thrones number 3 variant. Not only, dude, there are 2 books on the list on the market report tonight, you guys, that are so classic, it's unreal, and this is one of them. Not only does it the weird Daenerys getting raped cover, they had Emilia Clarke sign it, and it's in a 9/8 signature series. Only sold for $443. That's a $1,000 comic if I've ever seen one.
Bro,
like,
would you rather have that or the Perillo Mile High sign?
The Perillo Mile High, but this one's pretty good.
Because that one's the cover. It's not really close.
Yeah,
but we know
the innuendo on this
Moon
one.
and Stars is about to do to her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But there's one even coming up that's even crazier. You guys, you'll see. That one's crazy though. How about this one? This blows me away. A 9/8 signature series of Batman number 1 first print signed by Capullo or Snyder and Capullo, but they don't say, they say Greg. It's signed by Capullo and Snyder, sold for only $345. I feel like that should be a $500 book with those 2 signatures.
Wow. It's probably only like 800 or 1,000 on the sketch. That book just doesn't sell for shit anymore is the problem, and they send a lot of them.
It's crazy. All right, here we go, you guys. Toy Town Comics number 1, another beautiful LB Cole cover from 1945 in very good condition. Great color, great characters. Sold for $500. A Startling Terror Tales number 5, another LB Cole cover, a great LB Cole cover. Not as color popping as the Toy Town, but another great cover. Sold for $493. And here it is. Stolen Sweets, Volume 2, Number 1. It is a spicy pulp, they say. Probably one that you wouldn't want a sample copy of. And look at the sample stamp. It's all like smudged like you would think it would be. Like, how many people were reading that spicy pulp in a spicy movie theater in 1930s? And you probably, like I said, that's a book you don't want a sample copy of, if you know what I mean.
It's unused. It's unused.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody. Yeah.
$339 on that one. All right, let's continue. Knights of the Dinner Table number 1, including a sketch, an original sketch. A shout out to Uniform 13 with the $2 super chat. He says, I picked up 6 sealed Mighty Maxes. Who remembers? Mighty Max? I don't remember. We'll have to look into that.
I remember Mighty Max.
Okay.
That's probably towards my generation.
Yeah. All right. Knights of the Dinner Table number 1, the OG. We've talked about this series a lot, and it's a classic. tough find. Still being printed. It's on like 400 and something, I imagine. We talk about them every once in a while. Great classic independent book, comic book. Sold for $305 raw with a sketch.
Dude.
Yeah.
I just found one of those. I need to.
Really?
I don't know if it's green or not.
Oh my God, bro.
We have to look.
So Fantastic Four, you guys, number 110, the famous green printing air variant is one of my all-time Grail books, and a 6.0 sold for $572. It looks beautiful, man, and that just looks great.
Well, I was talking about Fantastic Four. So.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
You would almost want to pull a page out of that book so you could get the qualified green.
Yes.
Green.
I was just thinking that. Yeah. Oh, damn.
It's not green.
Damn.
I didn't think so. I was trying to remember what was green on it when I yanked it out of the I found this in the box the other day.
Dude, that's such a great book, the green one.
Yeah, dude. It's cool as shit.
Adventures of MGM's Lassie, 1949 movie giveaway in high grade. Sold for $589. Nice little find right there.
I've seen that come up a few times.
Yeah.
That Lassie book.
Yeah. That's cool. All right. How about Amazing Spider-Man 10, the Del Auto 1 in 25. First appearance of Spider-Punk, 9.8 with the Spider-Man label. Less than $300.
That's a good buy. That's a good buy because
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
When they finally get it right and they do a great story with Spider-Punk, when they finally get that shit right, that's going to be a big book.
I agree.
Oh, you meant writing wise? Because I thought that they were
even that
on the big screen.
I think that's going to be a big book eventually, just because of what it is, and it's Del Auto. Those Del Auto variants are great. Wolverine 102.5. The famous signed Boris Vallejo copy. I think these were more prevalent than the regular ones, right? I think, isn't there something weird where Dynamic Forces had some and then they did some? I can't remember exactly, but this is always one of those tough books. $330 raw, near mint minus. And then a 9.8 signature series of the Wonder Woman 600 1 in 75 Adam Hughes sketch variant, signed by Linda Carter. You guys, yeah,
Mama.
Sold for only $600, $590.
Dude,
Love-
that was
love
I'm
Linda Carter,
pretty
bro.
sure that was a $600 book easily in the first place.
Yep.
Much less have an OG Linda Carter sign. Yeah.
Yep.
And her signature is not cheap either.
Nope. And she's getting ready to pass.
She's signing right now too. Maybe that's
Yeah.
one of the first batches back. I'm not sure. I don't know when she signed it.
Next, we have a 1988 G.I. Joe Storm Shadow version 2, graded 85 near mint plus unpunched, sold for $900. That is a beautiful looking freaking.
Dude, that's a baller figure, bro.
Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. And then you guys know I love the bootlegs. There's more coming than this one. Here's a vintage Polish Boba Fett bootleg. Sold for $877. I believe this was put out later. They didn't get it obviously over there during the time of the movie, but it's still pretty crazy. Those Polish bootlegs.
That card back is horrible. Dude.
Yeah, it's garbage. And this one's another great one. A Brazilian cliff jumper gold version. They painted him gold. Sold for $300 carded. 1985. That's a crazy find right there. All right,
yeah,
moving
because
on.
I mean, you would buy it and you would get that graded, and you could probably double your money.
Yep.
On that transformer. Like.
Yep. All right, a loose Scratch, the cat figure from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, sold for $770 without any of the accessories. Goes to show you how rare that figure is. Always be looking for that loose. And then this is one that always a lot of people don't know about. Some of these early 2000s era GI Joe collector's editions were mail away figures, and I believe that this one was the Serpentor Shock Viper. Which these were just repaints, and they painted them mostly the same, but they had little differences. And this is a tough Serpentor figure that I believe was a special either club or mail away figure, sold for $281 carded. And then the Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con X-Force figures are so tough to find that loose. Look how much the Archangel sells for. $187 just for the Archangel figure. So such a great time in comics that was. And then I have a ton of these Halo figures, and I have to find them. I know I sold one of them, which was the Cortana figure, which was always the one that everybody wanted. But I think I might have some of these Arbiters from these Bungie figures. But Halo Arbiter carded sold for $315 on 34 bids. And this was interesting. I didn't see this one. Did you see this one, Sean? This is from Trap Toys. It's the Cannabis Hulk Ill Bill signed variant. Cannibal Hulk Ill Bill signed variant. So I never saw that one.
It's got to be old, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, dude.
And then nobody was paying attention if it only sold for $200.
God.
Yeah.
You can't get any numbered Trap Toys for that.
Nope.
I'm about 8 or 9 months into that $50 a month Patreon to get my Easy He.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
next, the first of 2 Series 1 Mad Balls that I put in this. Some guy had like 4 or 5 of them that he sold all of them. This is the Screamin' Mimi one that I love, $281. But my favorite Mad Ball sold for $255, and I didn't see it.
Nice.
Oculus, the original Oculus from 1986.
I remember those, man.
I'll send you an Oculus as long as you don't let me miss a wolf breath.
Okay, you got it. You got
right.
it. Mad Balls, Oculus, dude. The Mad Ball stuff is so great, and yeah. So, $255. There's the unopened Tiger Pokemon Pokédex that we talked about early in the show, and then a 1984 Hall of Justice Superpowers. Yep, new box sold for $1,125. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, dude. I bet they didn't sell much of those, dude. You know what I mean?
Wow. Dennis says he's got a sealed Hall of Justice in his recent consignment. Wow. Nice.
Wow.
All right. 3 Argentinian G.I. Joes, one of the most famous Argentinian G.I. Joes. And we'll talk about it when we get to it. Starting off, you have the Zap blonde version, which looks so weird to me, and then an extremely rare Shamik version, which was, I believe, a Zap that they made black, so it wasn't the original black figure. Dude, they did some weird things in different countries for G.I. Joes, and this is one of the best. It was a version 1 Storm Shadow that they painted red with a silver Cobra sign that they called Satana in Argentina, or Satan.
Extremely minty.
Look how much those things sold for, man. That one in the middle I've never seen. It's the first time I've seen it. Next, a couple more G.I. Joes. This is more G.I. Joe convention stuff. These are from the 2006 convention. They put all of the Sergeant Slaughter's Marauders, or the Renegades, Mercer, Taurus, and Red Dog on one card, and it was, here it is, $310. And then the Sergeant Slaughter was on his own card, and he was there, and he signed them. Sold for $290. Yeah. And then a super rare Tiger Sharks figure that I've never seen, Orca, sold with one of his accessories for $510 on 51 bids. So, and then next, Ghostbusters Egon from Series 1 of the toys from the cartoon, mint on card, AFA 85, sold for $1,025. Tough
all
to
the
find.
shit that you didn't even want to play with.
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
Like your mom bought you an Egon, you'd be like, okay.
Egon, yeah.
You'd be like, sweet, it came with the yellow Slimer.
Hey, Mom,
And
what
then-
did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong?
Yeah. This is one that you don't see very often that, be on the lookout for because it's part of a line that doesn't sell for much anymore. The those slides, those special slides, the camera slides that they came with, the green Power of the Force stuff.
Not only that, anything Slave Leia
Yep.
is collectible. Anything that's Slave Leia.
Yep. So $188 on this one. And then a unpainted Chief Chirpa first shot Kenner promo. Graded AFA 85 sold for just under $4,000.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy, right? And then finally, go ahead.
Real quick. With the AFA stuff, is that the same company that grades the Vinny's video games?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
AFA
'Cause
does
I was gonna
toys.
say that their
Yeah.
packaging looked very
Similar.
No, I think it's a different company.
Is it different?
because
AFA
is
and
action
VGA?
figure.
Okay. Authority. And then Video Game Authority, right? Action Figure Authority, Video
okay.
Game Authority. I thought they were both the same, but
So
I could
it's
be
the
wrong.
same company?
I
Yeah,
think so,
okay.
but I could be wrong. All right. Finally, we've got some really good stuff that I had to show in big web pages. Starting off with the Mondo Beastman that I forgot about that looks so damn good. Look how good this thing looks, you guys.
I mean, it's legitimately incredible.
Look at this.
It's so good, dude.
Was Nate the one that told us about this one?
Yeah, I can't.
I'm sure.
I remember talking about the Trap Jaw and the Skeletor, but I remember seeing the Beast when they first showed it and thinking, "Oh my God, this thing is gorgeous." But until I really looked at it in this, I didn't realize how good it actually is. I mean, it's huge. It's beautiful. I mean, people like 78 Points of Articulation must go crazy with these types of figures.
Bro, look at that fucking turkey leg comes with a turkey leg, bro.
Dude, he's with it, dude.
It's
Look
just
at that.
awesome. Yeah, unreal.
That's badass, dude.
All right, this guy right here must have fell into a mask collector because look at what he sold. So all these toys, a Manta unopened, a Vandal unopened, a Barracuda, a Iguana, a Dynamo, a Detonator, a Thunderhawk for $1,000 unopened, and a Wolf Beast, all sold. So unopened mask collection right there. Pretty cool. Next, we've got a super rare My Little Pony. Glow in the dark My Little Pony Zakora. It almost looks like they messed with their hair. I'm not sure, but it sold for $7,000 on 24 bids.
Wow.
Or sorry,
Bro, I'm just gonna start
4,500. 4,500.
Spiking their hair up.
Yeah. This is
Just don't
Australian.
chauffeur this. Just don't chauffeur.
Yeah.
5,000. Sorry, 5,000 on 24 bids.
God, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right, next.
I got my Little Pony, Vato.
Yeah, let me get rid of these. Hold on. All right. This was crazy. This guy sold some crazy some crazy Transformers. This is a G1 Mega Pretenders Thunderwing. Sold for $1,876. Look at what else he had. This is crazy. All these Transformers he sold. I mean, all sealed on cards, sealed stuff, more Pretenders, Grimlock, Bumblebee, Jazz, Crossblade. I mean, look at these. Just keeps going.
Motherfucker said, "I'm out."
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm done. Fuck it.
Yep. I mean, just crazy. Look at all that. Beautiful stuff. Unopened, a little bit damaged, you could tell, but they kept them unopened, which is great.
Wow.
All right. This is a 1932 Walt Disney Mickey Mouse #2 Platinum Age comic, you guys. Platinum Age. First appearance of Pluto. Sold for only $422. Look at
First
this.
appearance of Pluto.
Yeah.
They put this on the wrong website.
Yes.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh yeah.
That's a heritage book all day.
That's something Vinny finds. You know what I mean? And he goes, "Yeah, I only paid $50."
Oh my god, look at that. There it is. Right there.
Pluto.
I
Look
can't.
at that.
I can't wait to see Vinny's pickups next week.
Look at
Oh
that
my
pooch, man. That's awesome, dude.
So tough. Only $422.
Bro, get that shit graded, dude.
How about a Cowboy Bebop Miko Suyan cover, original art, for $300?
Jeez,
What? Oh my god, dude.
that's a good deal.
Yeah. Wow.
If that's the case, I would say so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How about some more original art? This time, Marvel Zombies Age of versus Age of Ultron #1 blank cover by Gorkum. It is a zombie Wolverine that is pretty damn good. Usually, unless it's Sidem, I'm not buying it. This is by Gorkum Demur on 5/20/20. Look at that.
Bro,
Are you kidding me?
That's next level. Bro.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Venom in the blades.
You got to be kidding. That's phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. And he only paid $425.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing about commissions too. That like
I hear you, but man,
like
you look at it and it's just like,
yeah, but that doesn't appeal to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check
it's
this out.
very niche, right?
Probably one of my top 5 favorite all-time
That's a
Batman
great point.
covers. 1941 Batman #7, the classic bullseye Batman punching and Robin taking out the legs. Such a classic cover. A 4.5. It is restored, sold for $1,676, but here's what the restored is. Restoration includes small amount of color touch on cover. Staples replaced. I would take that all day with that. Look how good that looks, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't give a shit.
Oh,
small amount.
Jesus. And
I mean, if it's that small, do you even consider it
I don't even care.
restoration?
No.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
all right, this is crazy. How about this one? How about Comics #1? Fawcett Publications in 1946. Look at this cover. Look how nice that looks. 6.5. It's a Comics. That's a crazy cover. Sold for $285. I would take that just for the name alone. And then finally, you guys, how about some Battle Beast goodness? This is the Battle Beast Series 3 8-figure box, which I love these 8-figure boxes back in the day because if you remember, Battle Beast used to only come in 2-figure packs. Sold for $725. It's still got the KB Toys half off price tag where they would cross it out and write in the price.
Wow.
Look at it just takes me back, man. There's a video. They even did a video. I love how eBay does this now. I mean,
right, the guy holding it. Don't you wish you had this?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna say on mine, dude. I'm gonna start doing videos, and I'm gonna start having Red Hood just go. Don't you wish you had this?
Yeah,
you can.
Yours right now.
How's it feel to want?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, I know, like the Emperor. I know you want this. Right, he's touching Luke's lightsaber. I know you. I can feel your anger.
Yeah. And then to end the market report and basically the show for tonight, I want to go take a look at Uniform 13 is saying we have to go look at the Mighty Max stuff. And here we go. Look at this. Mighty Max. This is the Mighty Max stuff. So let's go take a look on eBay for Mighty Max. And what did he say he got? All right, here we go. Let's look at sold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember these. My brother was all about these as a kid. The little toys that you would open up, and then it had like a whole little play set in there. And, yeah, little figures. Hell, yeah, I remember these. Totally. Yep.
Hey, can you
$70
pull up this link in the private chat?
Yeah.
before we head out too as well.
Oh yeah, look at that. What is this?
So my band released the tape, cassette tape. This is our 3-way split with Crucial Rip. I'm in State of Filth. I guess technically for this one it's If Filth and Bastion. So,
Dude, that's awesome. So I'm gonna drop the link for everybody. You guys can go pick this up, right? Can they go pre-order it?
Pre-order it.
Does it come with a QR code so I can actually listen to it?
So it's already released digitally. It's on
cool
Spotify.
that is, dude.
But let me pull up the YouTube link.
Oh
Is
my
it shrink wrapped so we can grade it?
I don't know how it's going to come. So it's coming directly from the record company.
Oh, look at how awesome that is, bro.
Yeah, on purple too. Like, I think it looks badass. But let me get the
that looks
link
so great,
so you can
dude.
listen to it as well before you buy it. So
that's fucking
Hey, how
cool,
did the show
dude.
go in Corpus, man?
we played at 3 a.m.
You got to be kidding.
Oh wow!
On 420.
Yeah, or 2 on 420, or technically 421. All right, but here is a link also as well to listen to it. We're in the middle tracks, but if you watch this video, you'll see like track name and which band is playing.
Oh yeah. This is dope, dude. This is super cool. So for you guys don't know, our boy Yee plays bass in a band, a touring band, as you would say. So here we go. You said to the middle.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can they hear this? Yeah.
Oh, Remo bought a few. Yeah.